Hey everybody, Tanner Larson here, and welcome to the Teespring Crash Course. I'm your host, Tanner Larson. Surprise, surprise, huh? Tonight, guys, I've got a lot of really great training for you guys. We are going to be doing a lot of back and forth style. I'm going to be teaching you on slides, and then once I'm done with the slide training, I'm going to be bouncing over to various websites, including Facebook and different sites like that, to really show you exactly how it works. So this training will be as close to hands-on as you can actually get through a computer. Okay, so with that said, I know we've got a lot of really excited people on here. The chat is already blowing up, so we're going to dive in and show you guys some magic, all right? Oh, before I do this, now, guys, while we are doing this, feel free to ask your questions, okay? I will do my best to answer questions as we go through the training, all right? If, however, I miss your question or I don't get to it right away, don't spam the chat box by typing the question 100 times or caps locking it thinking that I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I promise I will answer every question anybody has at the end, okay? But I'm going to try to stay on track and keep us moving because we have a lot of material to go through. But with that said, I will do my best to answer questions on the fly. I'm pretty good at it, and we will keep going. Yes, this is being recorded, and you guys will all get the downloadable replay as long as you stick with us, all right? So with that said, let's dive in. So tonight, this is the main focus, what you're going to see. All right, number one, we're going to do an overview of Teespring and kind of what it entails, how it works, and all the goody stuff like that. Number two, we're going to go briefly into research and how to do research for your niche to figure out what should sell, what kind of t-shirts, things like that. Then we're going to go into campaign design. This is where you get into the nuts and bolts of putting together your t-shirt sales campaign. Okay. Then I'm going to do a live demo. You're going to see me do it live. I'm going to set up my newest campaign to promote on Facebook live, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do it. You're going to see me do it live. All right? Then we're going to get into Facebook marketing. I'm going to show you the ins and outs of promoting t-shirts and using Teespring on Facebook. Okay? Then I'm going to do some live demos on Facebook. All right? Not only am I going to teach you how to do it on the slides, I'm going to show you how I do it, and I'll take that campaign that I just created in the last demo and post it live and make it happen for you guys right there and show you exactly how it works, okay? Then we're going to roll into some email marketing and show you how you can sell even more shirts very simply with email marketing. And then everybody's favorite part is number 8, the advanced tactics. I have a whole slew of advanced tactics and methods that you can use to skyrocket your profits, your sales, and just make your campaigns that much more smoothly operated and profitable. So, does that sound like a lot of stuff to go through, guys? Yep. Well, good, because it is. It is an intense MBA course, guys. You're going to come out of here as experts, all right? So here's the first one. Let's go into the Teespring overview. This is basically the nuts and bolts of how it works. All right, so Teespring. Teespring.com is the website, in case you guys haven't been there. Teespring allows you to sell t-shirts online with no investment or capital outlay required. You don't have to spend a dime, okay? You don't have to put up any money. You don't have to give them a credit card. You don't have to do anything like that, all right? Now, the way that works is Teespring utilizes crowdfunding technology to pass the costs directly onto the customer. Okay, so crowdfunding, if you guys aren't familiar with that, is when you use a whole bunch of people buying a little bit of something, one thing, spending a little bit of money to create a whole pile of money to get something done. So you can crowdfund technology, you can crowdfund obviously t-shirts, you can crowdfund companies, you can crowdfund software, all kinds of stuff. In this case, we're crowdfunding t-shirts, which means you don't have to pay a dime, all right? All you have to do is provide the shirt design, so you're going to provide the design for the t-shirt. You're going to provide the goal number of shirts that you want to sell. So you're going to have to estimate, like, hey, we're hoping to sell this many shirts, okay? And as long as you sell that many shirts, the campaign will go live and the shirts will be printed and you will make money. I'll get into all of this stuff in detail, but this is just the overview, okay? And then you also give them the price point. You tell them how much you want to sell the shirt for. Teespring will tell you what the cost of the shirt is going to be with the printing, and then you mark it up over that, and that's the cost. Or I'm sorry, that's the price the customer will pay. All right? So you only provide 3 simple things. All right? Now, Teespring will take care of the rest. Teespring handles the payment processing, the customer tracking, production, print, which they use screen printing. Okay, they don't do dye sublimation or anything like that. It's straight screen printing. Okay, but it's high quality screen printing, not like a heat press or anything. They do the production, they do the packaging, the shipping, and the returns. You don't have to deal with anything. They handle the entire enchilada. Okay, once you set up your campaign, they do all of it. Okay, now the profit, your profit, is realized at the end of the campaign and credited to your Teespring account. Okay, so they don't pay you directly. What they do is they credit the money at the end of the campaign into your Teespring account. And at that point, you can request a payment immediately, and they will pay you out by PayPal or check. Half the time, you request your payment. If it's early enough in the day, they will get your payment out to you same day if it's with PayPal. Okay? The longest I've ever had to wait for a payment was 24 hours. All right, so they are very, very good about paying you, and they will pay you by PayPal or check. It doesn't matter what country you live in. Now, you do have to fill out a 1099 or W-8 bin if you're foreign for tax purposes if you make over $600 in profit. And I really hope you do, because that means you're really making it pay, right? But again, Teespring takes care of all of that. You fill it out online, and they will take care of all of it. Okay, so the profit is realized at the end of the campaign. Okay, so after you've hit your goal number of shirts, then Teespring will print them, and you will realize your profit. Typically, once the campaign is reached, you'll receive your profit into your account within, say, 24 hours, and then from there you can request payment immediately. Okay? So let me explain kind of a visual breakdown of how Teespring works, how the whole campaign will flow. The campaign is your t-shirt that's being sold, right? Do I own Teespring? No. I wish I did, but no, I don't own Teespring. I'm just somebody who uses Teespring very effectively. Okay? They don't have an affiliate program or anything like that, but I wouldn't mind owning it. So if you know anybody that wants to give me Teespring, let me know. I'll take it. Okay, so here's the basic campaign flow. First up, you design the shirt. Okay, so you can use their built-in designer, you can use custom design that you provide, or whatever. All right, so you design the shirt, then you set the goal. This is the number of shirts that you have to sell before the campaign will run. Okay, the minimum number you can sell, I believe, is 10 shirts. Okay, but you can go up as high as I think 800 or 1,000 or whatever. Okay, so you set the goal, and I'm going to go into how to do all these things and how to estimate the right number and all of that later. Okay, but this is just to give you the overview of how it flows. So you design the shirt, you set the goal, then you set your price. You're going to know how much it's going to cost to produce the shirts right up front. Okay, and then you add in your profit margin over that. The two of those together equals the selling price. All right, then you launch the campaign, as simple as clicking launch and go live. They don't ask you for any kind of payment or any kind of information, right? Once the campaign goes live, your shirts begin selling. You can start promoting them. You can start selling them. You can start getting the word out there and making some money, right? Now, once you're selling them, there's a certain number of shirts to be reached when to hit your goal, right? Once your goal is reached, okay, that means you've reached what they call the tipping point in your campaign. Once your goal is reached, you will make a profit of whatever the profit margin is in your goal, and you will make a profit, and the shirts will go to print, and all the customers will get their shirts, okay? But after that goal is reached, as long as your campaign is still running, you can continue to sell, okay? So sales will continue after the goal is reached. Then the campaign ends, okay? And you get to pick how long the campaign lasts. Again, I'll get into that in a minute, but you determine how long the campaign goes for, okay? So once the campaign ends, if the goal has been reached, the orders are processed, all done by Teespring. Once the orders are processed, your profit is credited to your account. The shirts go to print. Teespring packages and ships the shirts to the customers, okay? Then you're free to wash, rinse, and repeat with a brand new shirt, or you can relaunch the old shirt, or whatever. Yeah, Andrea says, you cannot not make money doing this. Absolutely, guys. This is as brain-dead simple of a way to make money online as I have ever seen, and that's one of the reasons I'm so excited about it. And that's why so many top-level marketers that you've seen who make a lot of money elsewhere are also using this, because it's just basically hands-free cash that is just easy to make. I can't stress that enough. So let's keep going. Okay, wait, any questions on the campaign flow? Tim, that's actually not true. I'll show you how that works. If you don't meet your goal, then your shirts do not go to print and all the customers are notified that the shirts won't go to print and they get their money back. Yes, you get paid before the customers get their shirts. Who pays for shipping? The customer does. They pay actual shipping when they check out. Okay, Teespring takes care of all of that. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, will they ship outside the US? Yes, they will. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the research. Now that we know the overall structure and how the campaign flows, the next thing is, what are we going to sell? How are we going to figure out the t-shirts? What are we going to put on our t-shirts, okay? Well, the first thing is, guys, is that it's not rocket science, okay? Don't overcomplicate it. This is not like going into a niche and developing a series of products and trying to sell it and do all kinds of crazy things like that on traditional internet marketing methods, okay? What we're talking about here is basically selling t-shirts. Everybody buys t-shirts, okay? So, most of you guys already have a niche, okay? If you don't have a niche, then you just need to pick the niche, right? So pick a niche that you want to be in or you want to build an audience in or whatever, okay? Or you can do some demographic research, this research first to figure out what niche you want to get into, okay? But the idea here is take your niche, take the idea you have, and if you have a bunch of ideas for niches, that's great. Go ahead and apply this research to them and then pick the one that you like the most, okay? So the first thing you want to do is do some basic demographic research to find out what your target customers like, okay? There's 4 main ways to do this, all right? First off is an Amazon search. You can go to Amazon and see what's selling, okay? That's easy to do, and you can see what people are commenting on, what they like, what they don't like. You can go to the T-View, which I'm going to show you again. It's called the Fatograph. This is probably the coolest tool that Teespring has, and practically nobody who uses Teespring knows about it, okay? It's awesome. All right. Competitor snooping is something else you can do. If there's a niche that you're interested in, go snoop on some other Facebook pages. Go look and see what other shirts people are selling and kind of get an idea for your own shirts. See what's selling well, see what's not selling, and go from there. If you already have an audience that you can do or that you can market to and show things to, then you can do a t-shirt vote off. And again, I'm going to teach you all these things in detail. All right. Now, once you've gathered this list of ideas, you're going to get a bunch of different ideas for different shirts, different markets, different things like that. Get that list together, okay? Then it's as simple as running with your best option first, okay? Meaning, whatever looks like it's going to be the best, most profitable to you, that it's going to have the most desire, the most interest, and it's going to be the hottest selling shirt, that's the one you want to do first. The only caveat to that is if that shirt is going to be cost prohibitive or you can't find a designer or for some reason you can't get that shirt to market fast enough, okay? In that case, then you want to pick the shirt that's the fastest to market. Why? Because money loves speed, and the important thing is that you get yourself out there in the market and start testing and playing with this stuff, because the sooner you do that, the sooner you will start making money. Okay, no, nobody has to know that you are the one selling the shirt. Okay, Teespring is technically the person selling the shirt, the company selling the shirt. All you're doing is setting up a campaign and using their umbrella to produce and package and print the shirts. But you do not have to have your name or any kind of brand or company associated with it if you do not want to. All right, so let's go ahead and do some research live. We're going to go over, on the live demo, Amazon, T-View, and snooping, okay? So let's click over here. First up, let's go to Amazon. So let's say you have a niche, okay? Like, as I'm going to show you guys here in the training, one of my niches is the firearms niche, okay? So in this case, we're going to go look and try to find some shirts in the firearms niche. What kind of shirts are selling well? So we're going to say gun t-shirts. Oops, I got to be able to type. Gun t-shirts, okay? Then I'm going to go into novelty t-shirts, And look, it's sorted by relevance, okay, which is fine, but I can also sell it by newest and best selling, okay? So now I can see all these different shirts and see what has the most reviews, which ones are in order. Okay, now here's the thing about figuring out what's selling well on Amazon without using the bestseller list, just looking like this, okay? Typically, the more reviews the shirt has, the more it's selling. Now, here's a rule of thumb about Amazon. For every review that's left on your shirt or on a product, typically there's been 5 to 10 or more people who have also bought that product. Very few people who buy something actually come back and leave a review. So when there are a lot of reviews for something, that typically means that the shirt is selling very well. They're moving lots and lots and lots of units, okay? That's not always the case, but it's a pretty general rule of thumb you could use when researching Amazon. And it does not just apply to t-shirts. You can use it anywhere. Okay, so I can look through here and see kind of what shirts people like and get some ideas for different types of shirts, all right? And, even simple, ugly shirts like this are selling, fairly well. Very elaborate shirts like this. Now this, guys, here's the difference. Teespring is a screen printer, okay? They cannot print images like photographs. They can't print photographs. They can only print images with separated colors. So you cannot use a photograph that has a whole bunch of blended crazy colors. You can only print screen print approved graphics. Now they have all the descriptions and rules for all of that stuff on their site. So you can read through that if you're not sure if your shirt will work. Or you can just email support and send them the image and say, hey, can you guys print this? Okay? So all these different shirts, I can get ideas for this. I can search different niches. Okay? In terms of, now you guys don't want to steal these shirts because these are somebody else's shirts, but you can use these to generate ideas and spin off your own variation of the shirt. Okay, so like this one with the AR-15 down the side, okay? I could take something like this and I could do my own version of that shirt, okay? In terms of how many reviews, look at those shirts that just have the most reviews. I mean, if it only has 1 or 2 or 3 reviews, maybe not so much, okay? But if it's got 30, 40, 20, whatever reviews, probably a good indicator that it's selling fairly well, okay? This is, like I said, guys, this isn't rocket science. Just kind of get a rough idea. And what this will do also is get your brain into the mode of thinking about t-shirt ideas, okay? Because most of us don't go around all day thinking, man, that would be a great thing to have on a t-shirt, right? We don't think that way. I do now, but I didn't before. All right, so this is a great way to kind of train your brain and get your brain thinking outside the box in terms of how you can create different kinds of t-shirts. So for most niches, you want to look at the novelty t-shirt section of Amazon, okay? But if you can't find any there, go ahead and just do a regular search for men's or women's t-shirts that fits your niche, okay? You can be very specific if you want to. Like, let's say I wanted to go AR-15 t-shirts. So I wanted to talk about find something very specific, okay? So the shirt only has the AR-15 on it. Why novelty shirts? Because it sorts the shirts out much better and it gets you just t-shirts, not some other kind of fancy shirts. Okay? So this is why Amazon is one of the easiest places, because if I wanted to make an AR-15 t-shirt, I now have a treasure trove of information that I can use to get ideas to create my own shirt and see what's selling well. Right? You guys with me on this? Okay, so we've done Amazon. Very simple stuff, right? Nothing complicated. Now let's go to the Fatograph, okay? The Fatograph, I'll put this in the chat for you guys. This is called the T-View Fatograph, okay? This is basically a database of what Teespring is selling and has sold in every niche and every shirt that they have live, okay? And you can sort by the latest shirt added. You can sort by best selling by number, so best selling by ratio, only the active ones or only the ones that went to print. And if you just, I mean, I haven't even done a search yet, but you can just scroll through and see all these different shirts, and you can just go one by one. So if you don't have an idea for a niche or a market, just go to the Fatograph and just start searching through shirts, right? Now when they're grayed out like this, that means the sale has already ended, but you can still see where it's at. Okay, so let's go back to the first page and I'll show you. Now the cool thing is, look, it also tells you how many sold. Okay, this shirt's already sold 18 of 50. These shirts haven't sold any, but let's do a search. Let's find a dog. Let's just search for the term dog. All right? So a lot of you guys are in pet niches on Facebook, right? Okay, Steve just said, Tanner, the link to the phottograph that you just gave just paid everybody, or paid for the course for everybody. Absolutely. Like I said, guys, nobody knows about the phottograph. Even guys that are making $3,000, $4,000 a month on Teespring have never seen this before, okay? Because for some reason, Teespring doesn't advertise it. They don't tell you about it. No, these are somebody else's designs, guys. You can't steal their designs. That's totally unethical, not to mention illegal. But you can take these designs and model your own after it, okay? You can create your own design, your own version of it, okay? But no, don't rip off their designs. Yeah, and there are some big sellers. Just, I mean, 54 out of 150 already, 6 out of 100. And so you can see the ones that aren't selling well, 72 out of 50, 513 out of 50. All right, so whatever your niche is, and you don't have to be generic, you can be very specific, okay? Here's a shirt, 417 shirts out of 400. I bet a lot of you guys, if you're in Facebook Architects, then you know whose shirt this is. Okay? Another shirt, 70 out of 50. So whatever your niche, doesn't matter. Let's see. Let's do this one. Coffee. All right, so it shows coffee shirts. Okay, what's kind of sold for coffee? So coffee hasn't been very hot lately. Okay? Yeah, so the T-View phottograph, you can sort by best selling by numbers again as well. Let's do, hang on, let's do it, let me go back. And then sort by best selling by numbers. And you can see, like, look, this shirt, Granite Mountain Hot Shots Crew, sold 27,480 shirts. All right? Stay Strong Boston sold 6,300. This engineering shirt, Wake Up Smarter, Sleep with an Engineer, sold 2,285 shirts. Okay? So, lots and lots and lots of options here. 1,700 shirts. Kristen says, that really is the coolest thing since bread. Awesome. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, you're going to get sucked into this phottograph and you'll start playing with it. You're just going to generate ideas, new niches. I found several new markets that I have entered in the last week alone simply by taking some time and using the phottograph. Okay? So, pretty cool stuff so far, right? Yeah, everybody, yes, 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 yes. Okay, cool. So, that's the phottograph, all right? Now, what about competitor research? Okay? Well, or snooping for your competitors, right? So let's go to Facebook. You could search for some competitors. So let's go with a competitor page, right? So I'm in the gun niche, but this is not one of my pages. Okay? I could scroll down here and see if they're selling a shirt. Now this guy usually is selling a shirt, so let's see if he's got one on here right now. Nope, not on this one. Let's go to this one. All right. Yep, so there's the same shirt again, right? So I could snoop into my competitors and see what they're selling, okay? All right, so I can see, okay, he's selling this shirt. I can click on it, see how well it's selling, and go from there, all right? So I can snoop in a bunch of different pages, I could do blog searches for Teespring or Google searches for Teespring campaigns plus the niche sign, and snoop on my competitors and see what's selling. But really, honestly, guys, this is the slowest way to do it. I highly recommend you use the phottograph, okay? Because you can still snoop on your competitors using the phottograph. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, so like I was saying, guys, niche. I would say the Facebook's competitor snooping, using competitor snooping at all, is probably the slowest way to figure it out. All right, I highly recommend that you go with the photograph. Okay, this is the best way to do research, get your ideas, and get things going. Okay. Guys, if you have a hearing a sound in your background, that is your that's your connection. Okay, so if you need to, you can log out and then log back in, but it should stabilize in a minute. So just give it a sec. Okay, so that is the basics of your research. Okay, like I said, the photograph will give you everything you need to know. All right, so let's rock back to our campaign and keep rocking. All right, so the next way you can do research and figure out what shirt will sell is to do what I call a t-shirt vote off. Okay? This is where you get your fans' opinions. Basically, let your fans tell you what they like. Okay? If you have a Facebook fan page, this is the easiest thing to do and to figure out what will sell before you create it. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to create a couple different shirt images. Okay, different designs or things you want to do. All right, then you're going to create a voting image like the one you see here with the different shirt options. Okay, now at least 2 options, but no more than 4 options. Okay, if you give them too many options, it causes inaction. They go, man, that's too much work to answer you. But you give them 1, 2, maybe 4 options, they can take the time to answer it. And all you got to do is say, hey, comment below and tell us what you like. Okay. And you could also put in there, you could say, hey, pick the shirt you like below, leave us a comment, and also tell us what color you would like to see that shirt in, okay? So you can get the demographic data that they want to give you, okay? You can find out exactly what they want to sell you, what they want you to, or what they want to buy from you, excuse me, okay? You may whip out some shirts that you think are awesome and find out that they're awful, okay? Now, using this, okay, it's super simple. Just post it on Facebook, send it out to your email list, whatever. If you don't have an audience yet, then you can't do this, obviously. But once you build an audience, you can start doing this very, very effectively. And the other thing is, by asking people what they want, okay, by asking people what they want and then giving them what they want, you're getting them emotionally invested in your product, okay, in the shirt. They are more likely to buy it if they had a say-so in what you produce, okay? So instead of just throwing a shirt out there, get them involved first, get them excited about it, and then boom, okay, you can get their opinion, sell them a shirt, and make a lot of money doing this, okay? All right, post it on your fan page. Again, tell them what to do, and then ask them what colors and styles they like, okay? Honestly, guys, if you have an audience, you should do this. Especially if you're not sure really what's going to sell or what people are going to like, do it. Now, you can mix and match, okay? You can do the same design on just a bunch of different shirts, colored shirts, or you can do, you know, the same design with different fonts like you see here, or 2 completely opposite designs. That's fine, okay? It doesn't matter. Now, I see a lot of you guys asking, oh, how do we build an audience? What if we don't have a Facebook page? What if we don't have this, this, this? Don't worry, guys. I got you covered. We're going to dive into that once we get through all these, the research phase and the campaign creation and that stuff. I'm going to show you how to build an audience and how to market, okay? So don't worry. We're going to get there. Okay, any questions on a vote off? How to do a vote off? Okay, to get the t-shirt images, how did I get the t-shirt images? I went to Teespring and I basically created a couple shirt designs and then saved the image and then put those shirt design images into an image like this, okay? So you can do that without making a campaign live. You can create all the different types of shirts that you want and then get some different feedback on them, okay? Or if you don't want to put them on a shirt, just get the design. If you're going to pay someone to do a design for you or your designer, just throw the design up there on a colored background and say, hey, what do you like? What colored shirts? Would you like this to be on a short sleeve, a long sleeve, a V-neck, a tank top? Ask them what you want, or ask them what they want, and then give them what they want, okay? Make sense so far, guys? Awesome. Yeah, and actually, if you the cool thing, guys, if you use the Teespring designer to create your different shirt options that you're going to ask them what they want, you can create the design and then save it, okay, as a draft. So it's not live, but you can save it as a draft so that if someone comes back, if they come back and say, hey, we want design number 2, you don't have to go create the design. You just go back into Teespring and click that draft and make it live when you're ready to make it live. Okay? So now let's get into campaign design, okay? Hey, Kieran, good to see you. So we're going to get into the campaign design, which is basically the first step of putting together a campaign and selling your t-shirt, okay? So first thing is the shirt design, okay? Now, you have a lot of different options for shirt designs, okay? Now, when you're designing a shirt, there are several different considerations that you need to think about, all right? Number one, who is it for, okay? Who is your audience? Are they male? Are they female? Are they, is it a political audience? Is it a younger male audience or an older male audience? Are they more of a distinguished type of person, or are they more, happy-go-lucky? You need to really kind of think about who that is so you create the shirt to fit your market. Okay? All right, now you also need to decide if you're going to do a premium shirt or a novelty shirt. Okay? Difference between premium or novelty. Okay? A novelty shirt is going to be used like a cheaper Hanes regular t-shirt. Okay? But if you want to do a premium shirt with a real fancy design, real nice shirt, you could do an American Apparel or a Canvas brand or something like that. Now, the difference here is the cost of the shirt. The higher the quality of the shirt you use, the more the base cost of the shirt is going to be, so the more you're going to have to charge to get a good profit out of it. Now, depending upon your audience, that may not be a big deal, okay? If your audience is used to buying premium shirts and likes premium shirts, then they're also used to paying premium prices for those shirts, okay? The next thing you want to do is check out are you going to put on a text shirt, just straight text? Are you going to use an image, or are you going to do both? Okay. How many colors are you going to do? What style of shirt are you going to put it on? Oh. So in that regard, you have a lot of different options for shirt styles. You can do t-shirts. You can do women's fitted t-shirts. You can do tank tops. You can do long sleeves. You can do v-necks. You can do sweatshirts. What kind of shirt are you going to do? What kind of shirt does your audience want? What kind of shirt fits your design? Okay? Then what kind of colors are you going to use? All right? What kind of colors does your audience want? Does your design work with that color? Are you going to have a white text then you want to use a light gray shirt? It may not work so well, right? So you got to think about these kind of things, and you can play with their designer, their built-in design program, to figure these things out and make sure you get a design that works and that looks great and things like that. And the whole time you're designing it, every change you make, there is a counter down there that's telling you how much the shirt will cost, and it will adjust as you adjust your design. So if you do something that makes it super expensive, you'll know right away, okay? Okay, now the next thing is how to design a shirt, all right? There's a number of different options to do this, okay? If you are a designer, if you're graphically talented, I am not, but if you are, that's wonderful. You can use Photoshop, Illustrator, GIMP, whatever you want to create your designs. However, you could also use the Teespring built-in designer, and it is what I use for 99% of my shirts, okay? But if you just don't want to do it yourself, you can go to Fiverr, okay? And you can outsource a design on Fiverr for how much? $5, right? The Ammo Makes Me Happy shirt you see up top was done for $5 on Fiverr, okay? You could also get a premium design done. You could go to a site like 99 Designs, where it will cost you a few $100s to have a shirt designed. What you see right here, that Ascent shirt, that white one, that shirt was done on 99 Designs, right? That cost me several $100s. Now that shirt is actually designed for dye sublimation, okay, which is not Teespring compatible. I just showed you the shirt to show you the difference in quality of design that you can get from 99 Designs versus Fiverr, okay? I used to own a clothing company called Ascent. We did cut cut and sew jeans, shirts, and accessories like that. We were in Metro Park and Nordstrom's, and it was an indie brand. I kept it alive for a few years, and then I closed it down. That's one of the shirts that I had designed, and I got all my designs done on 99 Designs. They can also do designs for Teespring if you want to do a premium design, okay, but it will cost you. So make sure you have the audience or the niche picked out that's going to fit that, okay? So you have a lot of different options for designing the shirts. I highly recommend you just start with the Teespring Designer and play around with it a little bit, okay? Can you put a design on the front and the back? Yes, you absolutely can, okay? You can put it, you know, and you can have two completely different designs, one on the front, one on the back. You can have a logo on the front and text on the back, whatever you want. You have the option. Next up is the campaign goal. All right, the goal is the number of shirts you must sell in order for the design to be printed. All right, if you don't hit the goal, which is the number of shirts you chose, the design does not print and customers are refunded, no cost to you. In actuality, they're not even charged. There's a pending, they pre-authorize the card, but they don't actually charge the card until the design reaches its goal. Once that happens, they charge the card immediately, okay? So if your goal is not met, the customers are notified and their card is not charged and you don't have to do anything. There's no cost, there's no penalty, no nothing, okay? Now, the goal also affects the cost per shirt that you pay, all right? Quantities of scale are at play here. The more shirts that you set at your goal, the more shirts that get printed, the lower your cost per shirt, okay? That's, if you do a very few number of shirts, then your cost per shirt is going to be much higher. Let's say you do a goal of 10 shirts. Your cost per shirt is going to be significantly higher than somebody who did that same design with a goal of 100 shirts, okay? Now, when it comes to setting your goals, all right, if you set, most people are going to say, well, hey, I'm just going to set a super high goal so that I get the cheapest possible shirt, right? Well, that makes sense to some extent, but on the flip side of it, if you set too high of a goal, it can also scare away sales. Because on your offer page, it's a crowdfunding offer page, so it says 0 of 20 shirts, 0 of 100 shirts sold. Okay? When it shows that, let's say your goal is to sell 100 shirts and you haven't sold any yet. It still says 0 of 100. Well, that may scare someone away from buying because they read the page and they're like, well, heck, they're not going to hit their goals, so there's no point in me putting my money into this pot. Okay? So you have to judge your goal. I'll help you figure out how to do this once we get more into it. But you need to figure out the magic number for your goal. You don't want to be too greedy and set it too high to scare off sales. You don't want to set it too low because that will cost you money. All right? There's a, it's a juggle, but I'll give you some really good guidelines to help you do it right. Now, the cool thing is you can adjust your goal up or down by contacting Teespring support. And I have a whole bunch of training that's really cool. I'm going to give you on that in the advanced tactics. So I'm not going to get into too deep of it right now, but just know that you can adjust the goal. All right. Now, someone's asking, if my goal is 10 shirts and I wind up selling 200 shirts, will they automatically adjust my goal to 200? No. You will still pay the cost per shirt price as if you had only sold 10. You will still receive profit for 200 shirts, but your profit margin will be much smaller because your cost per shirt price is based off the 10 shirt goal. So that's why you want to adjust your goal selectively as needed and make sure you try to choose the right goal from the get-go. All right. It sounds like it's going to be a deal breaker, guys, but it's not. I promise you. There's a lot of loopholes and ways to manipulate this to not only boost your sales, but make sure you do make money. All right. So here are some uptake percentages. These are the Teespring niche shirt sale examples, okay? This is niche data on sales versus audience size from one campaign, okay? So this data comes from one campaign in each of these various niches, okay? So this is not an all-inclusive percentage. I just took some examples to show you, okay? So example number 1 is the Beagle niche, all right? And I spelled Beagle wrong. Fan page size is 20,500 people, okay? The uptake was 0.5%, okay? So 0.5% of 20,500 people bought the shirt in that 7-day campaign. Now, did all 20,000 people see the shirt? Probably not. So those numbers are actually a little bit higher, but these are the on average numbers for a campaign, okay? In the Second Amendment niche, 48,900 fans, a 1.64% uptake rate. Uptakes meaning the number of people that bought a shirt from that campaign, okay? Example number 3 is a gun lover niche. Fan page, 278,000 people, 1.56% uptake rate. Example number 4, 15,000 in the coffee fans niche, people who love coffee, 0.9%, almost 1% uptake, okay? Example 5, writing for profit, the writer's niche, okay? Fan page size, 2,500 with a 1.9% uptake, okay? So you can see you don't have to have a massive fan base. And even if you don't, obviously this is off of a fan page, but it's the best way I can give you stats to estimate uptake on a campaign. Yes, I created this graph. Okay, fan page size 90,000, video games, all right, 1.1% uptake, okay, 1.1% of the 90,000 fans bought the shirt for that single campaign. Now this, again guys, this is not broad-ranging, all-inclusive data from all the campaigns run in each one of those niches. No, this is data from one campaign, okay, in one campaign in each niche. Now again, these aren't hard and fast numbers, but these are some examples that you can get you thinking in that direction, okay? Now, let's take those numbers, and now it's time to talk about goal estimating. So we need to determine what your goal is going to be, all right? First off, how are you going to promote it? The bigger your audience reach, the more you will sell, okay? If you have a big fan page, you can probably get away with having a larger goal. If your fan page is really small, then maybe you need to start with a smaller goal. Or if you're going to be doing paid advertising and you're not sure of where you're going to be yet, maybe you need to judge in the middle. Maybe you need to kind of pick a middlingly high goal, or not too high but not too low kind of a goal, and base it on that. All right. But since some of you guys are going to be doing this for the first time, a good rule of thumb to follow is 0.5% to a 1.5% of your audience size will buy your shirt. Okay, so figure out what your audience size is going to be, or your estimated audience size. It doesn't have to be exact. Get a rough idea of that, and then go on the low end. Say 0.5% of the people are going to take me up on it. All right. Now, once you actually have some data, once you've run a campaign, a couple of campaigns on your own, do the math, okay, and reevaluate your numbers and see what your actual uptake rate is based on your shirts. Now, each shirt will be a little bit different because it appeals to a different type of the audience and different demographic and things like that. But if you average those together, you will get some real data, okay? Important things to remember when it comes to goal estimating. All right, number 1, be optimistic, but don't be greedy, okay? Don't set that goal way too high, all right, because you might scare people away. Remember, you can always evaluate and adjust your goals as you go. So in the middle of your campaign, you can either raise it or lower it as needed, okay? Now here's another thing. Let's say you pick a goal of, say, 50 shirts, and midway through your campaign, you've only sold 10, all right? Teespring is automatically monitoring the various campaigns. They want your shirts to go to print too, because that means they make money and you make money, right? So if Teespring's algorithm thinks for some reason that your shirt is not going to make its goal, they will send you an email. And in that email, it will have a link. Well, first it will say, hey, we noticed your campaign isn't selling quite as well as you had hoped. We're not sure it's going to meet your chosen goal. If you click the link below, we will lower your goal to whatever X number of shirts that will make your shirt go to print. Okay, they'll actually put the number in there for you, and you can click that link, okay? Now, when you get an email like that, it's natural to kind of panic a little bit and go, oh man, I better do that, okay? Don't do it. Be brave. Don't click the link, okay? Because the second you click the link, they don't give you a confirm or anything like that. It automatically lowers your shirt goal to that number, all right? The cool thing is, since it's automatic, you can wait till the last possible minute of your campaign and only click it if you need to. The other cool thing is, as your sales increase, let's say your goal is 50. They sent you an email when you had sold 10 shirts saying, hey, we can lower your goal to 10 because we don't think it's going to make it. And you don't click it. And then over the next 3 days, you sell 20 more shirts for a total of 30, but you're still 20 away from your goal. They'll send you another email saying, hey, we still don't think you're going to make it, but we can lower your goal to 30. Click this button. At that point, maybe it's like, okay, I'm going to click it because I'll sell 30 shirts, and I'll still make some money. And doing that, instead of only getting calculated profit for the 10 shirts, your profit is now calculated based off of 30 shirts. So you made a lot more money, okay? This can be the difference between 50 cents, $1, or more per shirt in profit, okay? So when you get that email, be brave and don't click it, okay? You don't have to click it right when you get it, all right? And yes, you can adjust your goal upwards, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. Next up is shirt pricing. How do you price your shirt? All right. First off, what are you selling? What kind of shirt is it? Are you after maximum profit or maximum volume? Okay. Now, that may seem kind of odd to some people. It's like, of course, I'm after maximum profit, but that's not the case with everybody. If your shirt is making a statement, a political statement, or some form of advertising, or promoting a group or a charity or something like that, maybe you still want to make a profit, but maybe you want to maximize the volume and get the most number of shirts out there. Okay, so in that case, you'd want to have a lower price point than if you wanted to maximize your profit. Okay, maximum profit, higher price point. Okay, there's a magic balancing point between there that you'll kind of evaluate as you go on. But I'm going to give you some baseline stats that you can use to get off the ground going until you get your own data. Now, the number one rule is that you must price the shirt over Teespring's cost. Okay, Teespring, once you design your shirt, Teespring will tell you, based on the goal number you've chosen, how many or what the cost per shirt is going to be. At that point, you set the sales price, and then Teespring will say, okay, at this sale price, if you sell this many shirts, you will make this much money, this much profit. Okay, Teespring will do that for you automatically. A good rule of thumb, again, for maximum profit is to aim for an $8 minimum profit per shirt. Okay? The reason for that is it's typically 100% markup over Teespring's cost. Most Teespring shirts cost in the $8 range. Okay? Maybe a little bit more after you've got all the designs on there. So, mark it up $8 minimum, and there's your price point. Okay? You can mark it up more if you think it'll sell, and it might, but that's a good rule of thumb. All right? At $8 minimum profit per shirt, you can make a ton of money selling these shirts, okay? Now, use retail pricing, not internet pricing, okay? I know we've all been conditioned to think in sevens. $7, $17, $37, $19.97, $19.77, $17.77, all kinds of dumb things like that, right? This is not the internet, all right? You are selling the internet, but this is not internet marketing. We're not in the make money niche. What we are doing here, we are selling a retail product, okay? So it's important that you use retail pricing. Why is that? Okay? Why do you need to use retail pricing? Okay, tell me something, guys. How many of you in here have bought a t-shirt before? Just say yes if you've bought a t-shirt. If you don't say yes, I know you're lying. Right? We all bought t-shirts, right? When you bought a t-shirt and you go into, say, Dillard's or Nordstrom's or, heck, Walmart even to buy a t-shirt, is the t-shirt priced at $17 even? Or is it priced at $97? No, it's priced at $19.95, $16.99, okay? $18.98, something like that. Yes, Helen got it. Customers can compare to what they've bought offline. People are conditioned to buy things and they're comfortable with certain types of price points. When it comes to retail pricing and clothes shopping, people are used to it. They're used to seeing a t-shirt for whatever, $14, $15, $16, $17 with a 95 or a 99 attached to the back of it, okay? So $14.95, $16.99, $18.98, pricing like that, okay? It's subliminal, it's subconscious in their mind, but people they are used to it, guys. If they see a shirt, now the other thing is they normally, excuse me, I'm getting excited, I'm bubbling on my words up, okay? Let me slow down for a sec. If they see a shirt, instead of seeing a shirt that costs 20 bucks, they see a shirt that says $19.95. Of course, we know that $19.95 is basically the same as 20 bucks. It's a nickel different. But we automatically say, oh, it's cheaper, okay? The other thing is, when somebody is thinking about buying a t-shirt, whether it's online or offline, if they see a pricing model that is incongruent with what they're used to, okay? So if they see a t-shirt for sale for $27, whether they think about it consciously or not, there's a little bit of a red flag thrown up because, oh, that price is a little bit weird. Why that price, okay? So don't throw up any red flags. Just use retail pricing, okay? So which price point works? Well, I've been doing testing. Other people have been doing testing. Surprisingly enough, the only price point so far that we've tested that works very, very well without a 95 or 99 on the end is 15. But the prices you see here, $14.95, $15 even, $16.95, and $19.95, all work very, 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 very well. My personal favorite is $16.95. Okay, I'm testing $16.99 right now to see how it works. Okay, but $16.95 is a great place to start. And if your shirt costs $8 to produce, $16.95, you have $8 profit at least built in, right? Any questions on pricing? Are you guys digging this so far? What do you think? You like it? I'm going to grab a drink. That's why I asked that question. OMG, yes. Really awesome. Yes, yes, the bomb. Awesome. Where does Teespring make their money? Okay, Teespring, obviously they buy their shirts in bulk and they're printing the shirts themselves. They make their money in the cost of the shirt, okay? So Teespring makes their money. Jack, I'm sorry if I say the word okay too much for you. I can't really help that. That's just the way I speak. I apologize. I'm sorry. All right, so let's keep going. Next up is the Teespring offer page. So the Teespring offer page is your shirt's sales page. All right, so first of all, it's a very, very simple offer page, okay? You don't have to write sales copy. You don't have to be, you know, a awesome writer. You don't have to even write very much, okay? Because clothing sales are visual. This is yet another reason why it's so awesome. Sue, of course this is live. This isn't a replay. Yes, guys, again, if you don't have a fan base, is it still possible? Yes, I'm going to teach you all of that. Bear with me. We got to get through the basics before we can get to the marketing, okay? So, people are used to buying shirts. Everybody in here just raised their hand and said, yes, I bought a shirt, all right? How many of you guys have ever read a sales letter to buy a shirt? A full-blown long copy sales letter. Have you ever done that? Heck no. Because you don't need it. Clothing sales are visual. That's another reason it's so awesome and easy to make money with, because you don't have to be awesome to market it. All right, so the caveat here to whether you need sales copy or anything, if you are doing it for a cause, like a charity, or if your shirt is very unique and you have to kind of tell the story to make the shirt be understood, in that case, you need to explain the story. Write till you're done. Use as many words as you need, but no extra words. Okay? Is the offer on a separate website? No, it's on the Teespring website. They host the offer page. Okay? You don't have to do anything. So, the only time you need any kind of sales copy is if you have to do something to explain the shirt itself, all right? Which does happen. Some people do things for a charity, or they have a really, funny saying that it's like an inside joke, and then once you get it, you'll love it, and they need to explain that. Otherwise, you only need a few lines of text at the most and a buy button, all right? And Teespring takes care of all of that for you. You just fill in the blanks. Now, there are a number of must-have elements in your offer page. All right, so number one, a niche or shirt-specific title. All right, you can you can actually name your page your shirt name if your shirt has a name, or you can make a niche title or something that relates to your shirt. All right, the title of your shirt will also be the URL to your offer page. So if your shirt was Dog Lovers, if that was the name of your shirt, then your offer page URL would be teespring.com/doglovers. And you would send everybody to that link to buy the shirt. The next thing you need to do, and this is something that nobody does, even the other big-time marketers that are doing this, okay, they're not doing this either. Well, they are now because they've seen this, but they weren't doing it before, and it was like a light bulb went off to them. You got to use scarcity in the title, all right? You need to put scarcity, because your campaign, you choose how long your campaign is going to last, all right? You need to make sure you use scarcity and tell them that it will not be available for very long. It's only available for the next 7 days. It's only available for the next 72 hours, okay? Whatever the kind of scarcity is, put it in the title, because Teespring bolds the title, okay? Now, you also need a brief but useful about section. This can be simple, just a line or two that explains the shirt and says basically why it's being sold, or hey, guys, you'll love this shirt, blah, 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 blah. Okay? It's a very simple page, guys. You cannot brand it personally, but you can add your own logo and images into the page, all right? But it'll still have the Teespring branding around it. The next thing is, that's what the branding element is, okay? The branding element is optional. You can add an image, a logo, a company name, a picture of you, or whatever you want to brand the element. This is something else that nobody is doing, but is very, very useful. Let's say you have a website or a Facebook page, and you have a logo or an image that all your customers, all your email subscribers, all your people are used to seeing all the time, okay? They're used to it. So why would you not want that logo in your offer page so that they feel comfortable? They know that they're connected, even because the rest of the page is different. It's got someone else's brand, someone else's company on it, right? Teespring. They don't know Teespring. But if they see your logo, your branding, there's something that they're comfortable and they're used to seeing, it makes them calm down. It lets them know, hey, this page is okay. I know this person. I know this brand. I feel comfortable being here. There's a sense of familiarity, all right? Simple, psychological, subliminal, whatever you want to call it, things will make a big difference in your sale. The next thing is you want to add some enhanced scarcity in the About section. Again, you want to call out, hey, this campaign will only be around for so many days, okay? Because you don't want to leave it to Teespring to tell them, because Teespring does it in small font at the bottom of the page. You want it in their face. Hey, buy this now or it'll be gone forever and you'll never get another chance. Proven fact, scarcity increases sales. So if you have scarcity in your title and you have enhanced scarcity in your About section, and I'm going to show you one other really cool advanced way to add scarcity, you will increase your conversions dramatically over not using those elements in your page. Okay? So this is an example of a Teespring offer page, okay? Obviously, I added the blue tabs to identify the different elements of the page. So the title, okay? The title of this shirt was AK-47. That was the title of the page. Then I put dash, 7 days only. So first thing after they see the shirt up top, scarcity, okay? They're seeing, man, this shirt's only going to be available for 7 days. Then obviously there's a picture of the shirt. Branding. I have a Facebook page that's all about the AK-47 and other Russian weapons. I use that, I heart my AK-47 logo quite a bit. They're used to seeing it, so I threw it on there. All right, it's generic, but they're still used to seeing it. The about section. All I put in there was, by popular demand, a unique shirt for the AK-47 fan. Why is it by popular demand? Well, because I did a vote off. I asked them, hey guys, which one of these shirts do you want? They chose that one. Boom. We sold it. All right. Enhanced scarcity. I added a text, important, in bold. These shirts are only available through Tuesday, August 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Act fast. All right. Then you can actually have options. You can have your design on additional shirts. And if you set that up, they'll show up right there. That's an advanced tactic I'm going to teach you guys later on. I'm not going to get into it right now, but just know you can add options, and that's how it will display on your page. And I will teach you exactly how to do that. It's not built in. You have to know how to do it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Then there's the pricing button, the retail pricing, $16.99 with the buy button. And then there's the goal down at the bottom, which says this campaign reached its goal. It says how many number of shirts were sold towards the goal number of blank. All right, and it says this campaign ended 19 hours ago. If that campaign was still live, it would say this campaign will end in 1 day, 3 hours, and 10 minutes, or something along those lines. Okay? And you can see up top, there's even some social stuff. There's a Facebook like, there's a pin it button, there's a tweet button. That's all built in. So your customers can share it, pin it, or tweet it. As you can see on this page, 119 people actually liked this page. All right, so it popped up in a few more news feeds, and I got a little bit more viral distribution on it. That's something else that's really cool about Teespring. You're selling shirts, not like marketing products or things like that. People like shirts. Their friends like shirts. People are more willing to share it. People are willing to do it. Okay, so you'll get more viral and secondary sharing, friends of friends type stuff by doing this. Yes, once a campaign ends, you can rerun the campaign if you want to. All right, people are I see more people hopping on. They're saying, hey, I missed the beginning. Can I watch the replay? Yes, I will be sending the replay out to everybody once we get it done. Okay, let's keep going. So let's do it live. Let's set up a shirt. Okay, so I'm going to do it live on Teespring. I'm going to set up the next shirt that I'm going to sell on Facebook. All right? So design, price, and launch. Let's click over to, let's get rid of this and this. Let's go to Teespring. Okay, so this is Teespring, teespring.com. Right here at the top, you click launch a campaign. All right, we click launch a campaign. It loads the Teespring designer. Okay? Now, let's look at this real quick. I haven't done anything. Over here, you have the option to add text, change your font, colors, add an outline, and I'll go through all that in a second. Over here, you have all your different shirt options. So right now, we have the basic t-shirts that are selected. You've got the generic one that everybody starts with is the Hanes tagless tee. You want a little bit higher quality, you can select the canvas ring spun tee. You want another higher quality, the highest quality, you can go with the American Apparel. And as you can see, the base cost is adjusted each time you change it because the shirts cost more, all right? All the shirts that are available and the different colors that are available are here. You can click on the color wheel, and you can see all the different shirt colors that are available, okay? Different styles of shirts, like the canvas ring spun shirt has different colors than the Hanes tagless tee, all right? Mike just said, Tanner, this is the best webinar I've ever attended. I couldn't be more impressed. Great stuff. Okay, so back to our t-shirts. Thank you, Mike, by the way. You've got the basic tee. We can go to women's relaxed fit t-shirts, okay? You can choose Gildan ladies, Bella ladies, choose your different shirt options, right? You can do long sleeve shirts, right? You can do tank tops, different kinds of tank tops to choose from, V-necks, all right? Hoodies, okay? And then for all the Duck Dynasty fans out there, they even have camouflage. Ladies and men's in Realtree camo, okay? So there's a lot of different options for shirts, okay? 9 times out of 10, when I'm doing a men's shirt or even a unisex shirt, I just use the Hanes tagless shirt. It's the cheapest one. It's still high quality. It's your typical average t-shirt. It's not like a something you would buy at Nordstrom's, but it's a very nice shirt, okay? So you can pick the color of the shirt you want. All right, then you can add your, let's say we want to design it now. Add your text. Let's say we wanted to design a shirt for the Teespring crash course. Okay, oh, sizes. They have all sizes from small to 3XL. All right, and no matter what size shirt the person orders, it counts towards your goal. The base cost is being adjusted, okay? So the base cost goes up and down. And yes, you can sell any combination of shirts. You could sell a hoodie, a long sleeve, a tagless tee, or whatever. They would all count towards the same campaign, all right? So let's say this, but this looks like junk. This is a boring font, right? Well, look at this. Here's a bunch of popular fonts that you can choose from. These are the most common ones. Okay, so we can change it to that if you wanted to, or you can choose from all these other types of fonts. Okay, popular, bold, foreign, fun, novelty. Look, we could do Action Jackson, make it kind of fun like that. Okay, I want to make it bigger, but I can't. Oh, well, I can move it down by hitting Enter. Now you guys need to play with this, but you can adjust the shirt. Okay, you can move it around. Let's say I get it out of whack. I can click a button right here and it'll center it. All right, so all this stuff, oops, sorry. So you can do that. Now if I want to do the back of the shirt, I can turn it to the back by clicking the button at the bottom and add any text I want. All right, so you can do anything you want. Let's say I want to add an outline to this font. I could add a thin outline. Let's do it in blue. I could do it in a thick outline, which you can't see with this font. Let's find a different font. Okay, so you can outline it. You can do whatever you want. Now, let's say you want to add your own images. Okay, well, if you want to do an image or more text, you can actually add another line of text simply by typing it in there. You cannot put designs on the sleeves right now, guys, but they're working on that. Okay, you can upload your own image, or you can browse their art library. Okay, here's some of their popular images. All right, but they have huge categories of images. Look, popular, animals, careers, professional, religion, food and drink, and anyone you go into, like people, okay? You've got another drop down, so there's aliens, but there's aliens, children, clothing, cowboys, family, fitness, gothic, groups, hands, heads. There are over 10,000 printable images in here that are copyright free that you can use, okay? I have done a lot of shirts using these various images, okay? There are tons. This training course is worth its weight in gold. Awesome, Anita. Thank you so much. Okay, or you can upload your own image. So actually, let's pick an image real quick so you see what it looks like. So there's the image. All right. Now I can change the color of it. Let's say I want to make it gold. All right, and then I want to put an outline on it that's pink. See, you can totally customize whatever you want, right? Now, so you can spend some time messing around with this. Now look, the cost of my shirt has now gone up to $10.95 at 50 shirts, okay? The reason for that is I'm using multiple colors. My rule of thumb is I want to use 3 or less colors at all times. Now you can use more, but just know that the shirt's going to cost more, all right? Typically, I try to stick with 1 or 2 color shirts. Occasionally, I'll do a 3-color shirt. Tonight, I'm going to do a 3-color. Now look, you can also tilt it, you can rotate it, you can do whatever you want, and then you can click the trash button and throw it away if you don't want it. All right, so now I'm going to design the shirt that I'm actually going to use. Okay, so I had a shirt designed, and now I'm going to use a shirt that I had designed. So I'm going to upload my shirt. Now, first of all, guys, it tells me the details of the shirt right here, so I can give that to a designer if I need to. All right, I'm going to upload the shirt. And here's my shirt. You guys are going to like this. Okay, so this is a new shirt for my gun niche. Okay. Now, this is not to be offensive to anybody who is anti-gun or whatever on here. I'm sorry if that's the case, but my niche happens to be pro-gun. So this is the shirt that I'm going to create, all right? Now, my shirt cost, look at this, $10.95. It's going to be a very expensive shirt to produce because it's 3 colors, okay? Now let's see, I want to make it a little bit bigger. All right, so there's the shirt that I'm going to do. I'm not going to put anything on the back. I'm going to use the basic shirt in black, okay? So now we're going to go to the next step. Now the next step, as you can see, it shows the shirt that I'm going to create here. The next step is to choose my sales goal. So right now, my base price is going to be $10.95 per t-shirt, okay, with a goal of 50. I can use the slider right here to adjust it, okay? So I can go up to 200, I can go to 100, I can do whatever I want, or I can just type the number that I want in here. So let's say I want to do 100 shirts, all right? Then I want to change my sales price. In this case, let's go with $17.95. Oops, that's not right. 17.95. Okay, so look, it tells me, I put in $17.95, it'll say, with this price point, you're going to make $8.55 per t-shirt. Okay? So if I lower it, I'll go back to 16. I'll make $7.55 per shirt. All right? And then down here, it estimates your profit. If you reach your goal of 100 shirts, at this price point, you will make $754. Okay, so it helps you determine what to do here, guys. It's very friendly. It's very user-friendly. All right? So let's go with 99, and let's make it, let's just try $17.99. Okay? Yeah, let's do, I want to test this price point. So we're done here. I've chosen my goal. But if I'm not comfortable, look, let's say I'm like, 100's too much. What would happen if I went to 50? I'd make $351. If I went down to 10, I would make only $5 because this shirt is so expensive. If this was a 1-color shirt, I would make around $100 in profit still, okay? But it's not. It's 3 colors. All right, so I'm going to go back to 100. And I'm going to change my sales price to, what is going on with this thing? 17.95. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Next step. Now it's time to create your offer page. All right, so we're creating our offer now. Our shirt's still here for us to see it. First thing is our campaign title. All right, 40 characters or less. So my shirt is going to be called Shove It. And then I'm going to add in scarcity. I'm going to dash, and then I'm going to say 7 days only. I'm going to caps it all. Days only. Okay? There's my first bit of scarcity. Now it's time to do my description. So I actually have an image that I'm going to use for branding. So I'm going to add my image right here. So that's the image I'm using for branding. All right? Then I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to add the text that I wanted to do. All right, so there's my limited edition shirt. All right, so limited edition t-shirt says it all. Owning firearms is our right, and nobody is going to take that away. That's all I'm saying, all right? And then I'm going to add in some scarcity. Okay, so here's my scarcity. Important, so I'm going to bold that. Important, these shirts are only available through Tuesday, August 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Act fast. Okay? That's it. There is my whole offer page, okay? Now I choose my campaign length. So you can choose from a 5-day, or it should be actually a 3-day, to a 5-day, to a 7-day, up to a 21-day. I typically have the best luck with the 7-day campaigns. If you need to run a longer one for some reason, that's fine. Now, if your title will not have been used, no matter what title you put in there, your title is going to be fine, because Teespring now will let you choose your own URL. I meant to mention that earlier, but I forgot. So now I'm going to choose the URL where this shirt's going to go. So I'm going to just call it Shove It. Oh, so look, Shove It's in use. So I need to I'm going to put Shove Gun Control. Shove Gun Control. Okay? So that's perfect. So my new URL will be teespring.com/shove gun control. All right, now shipping options, you leave that alone. Unless you want customers to pick up their shirts from you, which none of us do, we don't mess with that, okay? So now you're done. Now all we do is click launch your campaign. Our campaign is ready to go live. No, this is going to be a 7-day campaign, then it's over. All right? Huh, this is new. I wonder if Teespring's having a glitch. All right, so let's save it as a draft. And I'll do it again. Okay, now it's live. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so now it's live. I launched a new campaign at Teespring/shove gun control. So here's the link location. I'm going to put it in the chat so you guys can all check it out right now. This campaign is now live and ready to be sold. Okay? Now look, I'm going to edit this because this is actually a little bit, I want this to be spaced out a little bit better. So right here, I'm going to go down and I'm going to hit enter and click save. Boom. Oh, didn't do it. So I need to put a BR in there. Okay, hang on. Let's do it again. All right, it's not doing it. I'll worry about it later. But basically, this is my offer page. It's ready to buy. It says 0 reserved towards a goal. And 6 days, 23 hours left. Oops, I have a typo. Let me fix that. Says. I have a apostrophe in says. Says. Should be says. Save. Oh, my cache isn't clearing. Okay, it'll show up correctly on your guys' page. My cache isn't clearing right now. Okay, so there it is. All right, now we're ready to sell this page. Okay, we're ready to sell our shirt. Let's go back to the presentation. Any questions on creating your offers before I go back? Using the designer, pretty straightforward, right, guys? I'm going to actually market this shirt live on here too. You're going to see me doing that. Yes, this page, your customers see this page too. Okay, so they see the scarcity here and they see how many shirts have been reserved towards the goal. I actually have this shirt designed on Fiverr. Okay, I'm trying it out. I have a higher price designer, but I found a Fiverr designer that's doing shirts. I wanted to try it. Okay. I know there's a typo on here, guys, but I'll fix it later in the essence of speed and getting back to showing you guys what you want to do, because you guys don't want to see me fix a typo, but I'll fix it. All right, so let's go back to our presentation. Next up is Facebook marketing. Okay, how to sell your shirts socially. Rob, if you want to see what the customer sees when they push the Buy Now button, click the Buy Now button. You're not committed to buy. Use the link in the chat and try it. All right, so let's get back into Facebook marketing. This is where the magic starts to happen. So first up, Facebook marketing is the easiest way to sell shirts. Some people are saying, I've never had any luck marketing on Facebook. Things are about to change, guys. T-shirts are easy peasy to sell on Facebook. No joke. Anybody can do it. All right, so there are 4 main ways to sell on Facebook. Number 1, fan page posting. Posting offers for your shirt on your fan page. This is free, and it gets in front of all of your fans, right? Or a percentage of them, and you make multiple posts and you get it out there. Direct pay-per-click ads. You can run ads on Facebook. You can run sponsored stories. You can run direct pay-per-click ads. You can run promoted posts. Okay, promoted posts are another way that you can advertise on Facebook. Okay. Post jacking is my least favorite and also the least effective way to sell shirts. But if you have no budget and no fan page, you can post jack and sell some shirts. Okay? Is it possible to follow someone around with your Teespring campaign using retargeting? Yes, it is. Good thought, Marcy. Yes, you can do it. All right, now, Facebook marketing is the most profitable and long-term method, okay, to use. And the method to use out of that is to build a niche fan page, okay? When you have a fan page, you have basically recyclable traffic. It's like having an email list that you can email a bazillion times without pissing them off, all right? Post jacking, I'm going to get into that, guys. I'm going to teach you guys that in a second. But it's basically posting on someone else's fan page or in their comment feed, which is not highly effective, but it does work to some extent, okay? Now, if you don't have a fan page or a fan base, then paid ads are where you will want to start with. You can run paid ads straight to an offer, you can to a Teespring offer, or you can create a paid like ad to build likes to a fan page and then build up your fan base and market it that way, okay? You can make money with Teespring just with paid traffic, without a fan page, just running paid traffic straight to your offer, okay? The important here is getting the demographics and the targeting right, all right, which we're going to go through. So fan page posting. leveraging Facebook's Okay, guys, yeah, sound is back. Can you hear me now? Okay. Marcy, I'll take care of that question later. Okay, if there's a background noise, guys, it'll go away in a second. That's just GoToWebinar being difficult. All right. So, fan page posting. The simple thing to do, make an image post on your fan page with a link to your shirt's offer page, okay? What you see right here is a Facebook post that I made on a fan page, goes straight to my offer page. Now this shirt, this ugly shirt, says legally armed with a picture of the flag. The flag came from Teespring's image library, okay? The text I just typed on the shirt, right? This shirt sold very well. It's hideous. I don't even like the shirt, but I was just messing around with it and trying it. It sold very well, okay? So you don't even have to be a good t-shirt designer to get it to sell. All right, so post construction. How do you put together a good post to sell your shirts? Number one, you need to have an image of the t-shirt, a big image of the t-shirt, okay? Do not copy the link into your page and create a post that way, because that puts a little image. Save an image of your shirt and upload a big image, okay? Next, link to your Teespring offer page within the first 3 lines of your post, okay? Just like you see here, the link is right there. Now, this is our country and we'll legally armed. That's the description, right? You want to have a call to action, which this doesn't have, okay? But it's okay, it still works. But if you can, it makes more sense to include a call to action because people need to be told to click on a link, all right, to get them to click on it. Just like in an email, people say, use this link to check it out, get yours here, things like that, right? Okay, and then you want to add in scarcity and exclusivity. Remember, these t-shirts are only around for a certain amount of time. So that makes them both limited edition and exclusive. Hey, guys, get a shirt that nobody else is going to have. All right, it's only available for these days. Let them know that they need to act fast to get this unique shirt. All right, the next thing you need to do, which is something I've just learned recently, is that you need to actually comment on your post with some kind of text that says, hey, get your shirt here, and then paste the link again, all right? For some reason, a number of your audience will have difficulty figuring out the link that you post up top is where they go to buy the shirt, all right? I don't understand why they can't get it through their head, even if you say click here to get your shirt, but they have trouble with it. And when I post a shirt without that, many people will comment saying, man, I want to get this, where do I buy it? And it's like, come on, click the link. But to avoid that, it's better if you just post right underneath it, hey guys, here's the link to get the shirt. You can buy your shirt here, something like that. Make your posts Homer Simpson simple, okay? If Homer can understand it, you're good to go. You'll make more money, all right? Okay, so that's fan page posting. Here's a few examples of different types of fan page posts that you can do, okay? So you got one over here, the pink one. Hurry, only 3 hours left. Get this awesome shirt. Grab it while you still can here, and then the link, all right? Limited edition shirt up for grab. Okay, so this one uses exclusivity. A limited edition is exclusivity. The pink one used scarcity. All right? Here's a Beagle Is. That's the name of the shirt. So a Beagle Is t-shirts are available in sizes from small to 3XL and in 5 colors. Pick one up at I Love My Beagles, okay? So there's a lot of different ways that you can mix up the text, okay? You can use any combination of this, all right? And you're going to want to make multiple posts. We'll get into that in a second. But these are just a variety of posts to kind of get you thinking along the types of different content and stuff. And look, they're all different shirts. And the other thing I want you to look at is look down here. This pink one, it got 30 shares, all right? This white one got 46 shares. The Beagle one got 2 shares. A share, remember that's social. That's somebody seeing it, liking it, and sharing it on their wall or on someone else's wall. a share is viral traffic. It's free traffic. It's free exposure for your campaign. That's something that's really cool about t-shirts. People like t-shirts. They're going to share it, all right? If they share it, you have a chance of making more money for no cost on your part, reaching a larger audience, all right? Not to mention, it's friends of friends demographic targeting, which is the most sought after group of people you can get on Facebook. Because when somebody shares a post on their page or on someone else's page, that adds social proof and credibility to it. So if Mary shares a shirt that says, or about Beagle, she shares a Beagle shirt on her page, and then Jane, who also loves Beagle, is Mary's friend and sees that Mary did this, then Mary's going to say, hey, cool, I'm going to get this shirt too, okay? Social credibility. Or if you want the fancy name for it, it's called referred intent, but it's basically the same thing, okay? Now, let's talk about your posting schedule, when and how to do it. So when to post, okay? You need to post regularly. Not one post won't sell out your shirts. You need to post regularly, okay? Now, here's something very important that a lot of people don't understand about Facebook. When you post on Facebook, only between 7 and 12% of your fan base will actually see any one post you make, okay? So if you make a post, roughly 7 to 12% of your fans will see it. So not all of your fans will see it, okay? That's why posting frequency is important, to get access to more and more of your fans, okay? There's other ways you can get around doing that as well, but this is the main way, okay? So it's going to require regular posting. So you want to regularly post during peak usage hours of your page, okay? And then occasionally during the slow usage hours, where you're saying, well, hey, Tanner, how do I know what's the peak times and what's the slow times? Well, Facebook has updated their Insights tab, which is basically your analytics and research tab within your Facebook page. You can get extremely detailed information on your fans, on your page, when people are using it, when they're on it, how they're interacting with it. And if you use that, which it's free, then you can figure out when to post and when it's the best times, right? So, posting frequency and ratio. This is something else that many people mess up. They just do one kind of post all the time, or they just hammer their people with posts. You can't do that. The rule of thumb, the generally accepted rule of thumb for effective Facebook marketing is 3 money posts per day, okay? An example could be 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 9 p.m., which happens to be the peak 3 times on my page, okay, or on one of my pages. Different niches will have different peak times. That's why you need to use your insights to figure out how your page works. All right? On the last day of your campaign, you want to increase the posting frequency. You want to post a lot more. Okay? Do a countdown. So, hey, 5 hours left. Grab it now. 3 hours left. Get your shirt here. Don't miss out on this. 1 hour left. 45 minutes left. 30 minutes left. Okay? On the last day, increase the posting frequency in a countdown, okay? Then you need to make sure you are mixing up your money posts, which are the t-shirt posts, with content posts. Content could be images, memes, videos, your general posts that you're posting on your page. The ratio is 3 content posts to 1 money post, okay? That is the effective ratio for getting your page distribution out there, getting interaction on your page, getting people to see your money post without bombarding them too crazily with your money posts, okay? Now, if you're posting, say, 3 or 4 times a day on your page with that t-shirt, pretty soon that t-shirt image is going to be plastering your Facebook page and it's going to look like spam, right? So how do you get around that? Well, you can hide the previous money post when a new money post goes live. So you make a post at 9 a.m., then you make another post at 1 p.m. When you post the 1 p.m. shirt post, you can go and hide the 9 a.m. post so it doesn't show up anymore. Now, what does that mean, hide it? That means it hides it only from your Facebook page, your page, but it still shows up in all the news feeds, in the Facebook search, and on everybody else's page who had that shirt displayed. So it's in all the searches, it's still out there, it's still getting traction, it's still getting likes, it's still getting comments, people can still click on it, but it just doesn't show up on your page, so you're not spamming your people. When someone goes to your page, it doesn't look like you're spamming them. Okay, but you're still promoting the same amount of times. Okay, the next thing is, if you're making 3 content posts and 1 money post in a ratio, and 3 money posts a day, that's a lot of posting, right? How do you do it? I can't be online all these different times and I can't remember to do it. Duh, of course not. Use the Facebook built-in scheduler. It's not the greatest tool in the world, but it does work and it's point and click simple, okay? So you can take a little bit of time and schedule out an entire day or a couple of days worth of posts. How many shirts can you post on Facebook at one time? As many as you want. You can have as many campaigns going as you want. I recommend not promoting more than 1 shirt to 1 page at any one time. Run a campaign. When it ends, promote a new shirt. When that campaign ends, promote a new shirt. But I would not promote multiple campaigns to the same audience at the same time. Okay? It hasn't worked out well when we've tried it. Okay, so use the built-in scheduler. All right, so we've talked about how to make a Facebook post, and we've talked about scheduling and using your insights, right? So let's do it live. Let's get over there. Let's demo it. Let me make a post to sell the shirt. Let me show you how to use the scheduling, let's do it live, okay? So let's hop over to Facebook. So first thing I need to do is I need to get an image, okay? So I can just right-click and save this image, or I can do something a little cool. I'm going to use a screen capture tool, and I'm going to grab the shirt. Okay, so I got the shirt. I'm going to draw on it real quick. I'm going to make a box. Okay, so there. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'll show you guys some cool image tricks later, but just real quick so I can post this for you. Now I'll save it. Okay, save it. Okay, good, it's gone. All right, so, and then I'm going to need this link, okay, which is my teespring.com shove it gun control. All right, so now go to Facebook. I'm going to take you to one of my pages. All right, so let's go into one of my pages. All right, so first thing I'm going to show you how to do is to make a post. Then I'm going to get into the insights, okay? That screen capture tool, guys, is called Fast Stone Capture. Fast Stone Capture. It's pretty cool. It's not free, though. I think it costs like 20 bucks. All right, so on my page, I'm going to make a post. So right here's where you make your post. I'm going to click Photo. I'm going to Fast Stone Capture. Okay, so here, back to our post. Click Upload Photo. I'm going to browse, find my photo. Shove it black. That's the photo I want to use. Okay, so my photo is attached. Now it's time to post it. Okay, so what am I going to do? I need to put a call to action and use some exclusivity and post my link, right? So in this time, grab this. And I'm going to put only for 7 days. Okay? So you can see the post. I've got a little call to action, I've got scarcity, and I've got the link. All right? So now we're going to post it. Okay, so look, now the shirt is live. All right, there's my link, there's my call to action, there's my scarcity. All shows up. There's my image. It's a little bit chopped off, but that's okay. You can still see the whole image. And if they click on it, they're going to see all this, right? Okay, now, there's this image. It's live. People can now buy it. But look down here. I've got another shirt. Okay, here's another shirt that I was selling before, right? Okay, but I don't want this shirt to be here anymore because I want to hide it, right? So if you look up here, there's a little arrow at the top corner of your posts on your page. So if you click that arrow, a drop-down will show up. It'll say Hide Post from Page. Click it, That's all you have to do. And then it says, this post is now hidden from your page. And it also says, it will still appear on search, newsfeed, and other pages on Facebook. Wendell, what's the image size for Facebook posts? I'll get that image. I can never remember, so I'm going to get that number for you guys. The image size to make these perfect sizing. Okay, yeah, 400 by 400 or 403 by 403, something like that. Okay. I don't typically worry about that. As long as I get the main image in there, I'm not really stressing on it. Okay. Unless I'm doing something more creative, all right, which I'll talk about later. But now the post is live. Okay. So let's go look at the insights. All right. So now on your Facebook page, you have an admin panel. Right here in the center, there's this thing called Insights. And if you click See All, it'll take you into your admin dashboard for your insights. Okay, I'm not going to go through all the insights because there's a ton of information on here. But you can see how your posts are doing, you know, how your reach, your page likes, your fan engagement, how many people are liking it. But the most important thing for right now to get your ads out there and figure out your scheduling and your peak times and stuff is to go up here and click on Posts. Okay, so we're going to click on Posts. And then we're going to click on When Your Fans Are Online. So if I click on that, this says data shown for a recent 1 week period. Okay, and times are shown in your local time zone. All right, so a 1 week period of data for my site. It shows, first of all, it shows days right here. This graph, it shows Sunday through Monday, and you can see that most of the week I'm pretty average with about roughly 38 to 40,000 people browsing my page. So my people are pretty active all the way through. Dan's asking how much longer. We've got at least another 2 hours or more, if not more. You cannot do insights if you don't own the page. No, it's only for the page you own. That's why you need a page. Okay? Now, so you can check and see how your usage is. Now, in some niches, your usage will be super high on certain days and super low on other days. That's important to know as well. All right? Plus, down here it says times. This shows a graph of when people are most active or least active on your page. Okay, so you can see 8 p.m. at night is my peak. That's the most active people are on my page. And then I can scroll around and see when it is. So like the worst time is 3 a.m. for my page. Okay, so obviously I'm getting the least amount of engagement at 3 a.m. But I can get even deeper. I don't have to take it as generically. I can click on or hover over Monday, and it will show me the curve. Okay, the light blue is the average. The dark line is the specific day. So we can see if it changes. Okay, which pretty much it stays the same. So I could get by with using the same posting on every day. All right, I want to mix it up a little bit, but sometimes, let's say on Wednesday, my blue line dropped really heavily at 8 p.m. but peaked about 10 p.m. Well, in that case, I would want to make sure I post it at that time. Okay, so there's a lot of different options here. Okay, when you know your data. Okay, so you use this data to figure out, and it lucked out, we posted at 8:47, which is 9 p.m., so I'm still pretty high at my peak. Okay, but I'm going to do another post, let's say, schedule it for about 10 p.m. tonight to show you how to use the scheduler. Okay, so you've got that. Let's go back. Back to my page. Let it load. Okay, so now we need to schedule a post. All right, so we've got this one, and now look, guys, this shirt has already got 25 shares and 56 likes in 5 minutes. Okay, 25 shares. People are sharing my shirt that's going to make me money. Okay, now, but I need to make another post. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the photo again. All right, I'm going to copy the link again to make sure I have it, and I'm going to make a post. You need this shirt. Grab it here. Okay, so there's my new post. Now I'm going to schedule it to show up at 10 p.m. All right, so what am I going to do? Right down here, there's a little clock setting. Okay, I'm going to click the clock, and then I'm going to add the year, so 2013. I'm going to pick the month, which is August. I'm going to pick the day, which is the 20th. All right, I'm going to add the hour, okay, and this is in your time zone. All right, so what am I going to do? I'm going to say I want to do a 10 p.m. I could add the minute, so let's just say 10:10 p.m., okay? Now I'm ready. I click schedule. Boom, it says your post has been scheduled. It will show up at the time you selected. It tells you what time. And if you need to go edit it, you can do that. You can click view the activity log and go edit it, okay? Or change it or make it live now. Close. So now that post will be scheduled and show up automatically at 10 p.m. Right? Now here's the deal. You cannot automatically schedule posts to be hidden. So what you need to do is fairly frequently either have you or go back and have a VA do it, come back in and hide the other posts. Okay, so when this 10 p.m. post goes live, by the next morning or whatever, I'm going to want to come back here and hide this post. Okay, actually I have a VA that's going to go do that for me. Now, someone said, can I schedule multiple images? Yes. If I wanted to schedule a whole day out, I would just keep repeating that process, upload, video, post, schedule, the whole thing, and you can continue to schedule out as many different posts as you want in one sitting, okay? I just showed you one schedule here to show you how it works, but you can schedule as many different ones as you want, okay? So why not? Let's do one more. Let's say I want to do one for tomorrow morning, okay? All right, you can use a post scheduling tool if you want to. That's just up to you, okay? But let's do one more. Let's just say, I love this shirt, and I bet you do too. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that, and I'm going to add here. Now these are, I'm just doing basic things right now. I'm going to show you a lot of advanced options later that you can do even cooler stuff, but this is the basics, all right? So August, let's post it on the 21st, because that's tomorrow at 9 a.m., okay? Schedule. All right, it's been scheduled. So now, in about 3 minutes, I've just scheduled 2 days or 2 different posts, okay? I could schedule a lot more, but you get the idea, right? Okay, so that's live. Now, if you click on the link, it's going to just take you straight to Teespring. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to get into tracking and some advanced stuff later on tonight, but for right now, we're just going through the basics, all right? So, there it is. Now you know how to make fan page posts, you know how to use your insights, and you know how to schedule. All right, let's get back to the presentation and keep going. So next thing up is direct link paid ads. So making a paid ad that directly links straight to the Teespring page, okay? So these Facebook ads, like I said, link directly to your Teespring offer page. They do not require a fan page, okay? You don't have to have a fan page to create an ad, all right? Look, there's an example of a Facebook ad for that AK-47 t-shirt that I created earlier. Okay, now some basics in terms of ad creation, all right? First of all, you need to use, for your image, you need to use the image of the shirt, okay? That's the big thing, okay? Number 2, you need to use tightly focused targeting. Make sure you only target people who would be interested in your shirt. And the more tightly focused you can get, the better off you are. Okay, Dave, yes I have, and I'll get into that later. All right, so the targeting is the crucial element of putting together an ad, okay? Then, when you're doing a direct link ad, you always want to use cost per click bidding. A lot of people will use CPM, which is cost per thousand, which you pay for impressions. In this case, you only want to pay when they click through to your ad, so you know, or through to your offer, so you know they're just seeing your offer and not just seeing your ad, okay? Then, link directly to the Teespring offer page, okay? Directly there. and make sure you include the shirt price in the ad, okay? What that does, you will get fewer clicks if you put the shirt price in there. But by adding the shirt price, you start to get to the point where you're taking only buyers are clicking, okay? So include the shirt price in your ad. You'll get fewer clicks, but you'll get more qualified clicks that are more inclined to buy. Because they might think, oh, if it's super cheap, I'll buy it. But if they know the price up front, they don't waste their time clicking on it if they're not going to buy. Okay. So guys, I had somebody ask about, can we take a break? Does anybody need a potty break, or can I keep going? You guys need a little bit of a break, or are you good to go? Kelly, awesome, I'm glad you're here. Okay, people are saying I need a break. Most people are saying I need a break. Okay, we're going to do a 2-minute break. 2 minutes. That's it. 2 minutes and I'm starting again. 2 minutes. I have never taken a break in one of my trainings. You guys were forcing me to take a break. I'm too excited. I want to keep teaching. 2 minutes. Go. Yes, Phyllis, you could purchase all the shirts yourself. You could create a campaign and then buy all the shirts and then sell them your own places if you wanted to. Yes. I'm going to do a demo on how to put the ads together in just a second, guys. Danny says this is only available for US. No, you can be anywhere and use Teespring. You can sell anywhere and you can be a vendor from anywhere. You don't have to be in the US. Yeah, Wendell says he sold shirts to Brazil, and yeah, I have a student who's in the UK. Is there a payment threshold, Kieran? No. They're awesome about that. You can design your shirt in any language you want. No, Teespring is not any kind of affiliate program. How long did it take to get my fan page up to that current threshold? Couple months. Not even. 2 months, maybe. Kelly, yes, you can do the offers in any language you want to. I think that I'm not sure if Teespring, well, yeah, I know Teespring, if you contact support, Teespring will allow you to translate it to a couple of languages, but it's not like a full gamut. No, they don't have an affiliate program. Okay, countdown is beginning. We're going to get started again in just a second. Where can you download this, the PDF and the material and the video and everything afterwards? I will send that out by email. The contact email you paid with, when you had to fill out the payment button, you put in a contact email, I will be sending it to that email. Patricia, I don't use a VA company. I have my own in-house virtual assistant. Bob, is there a benefit for staying the whole time, getting to ask questions and getting to see all the content? Yeah, but you're still going to get everything on the recording. Valerie says, is the paid product going to be one long recording or broken up into modules? Great question, Valerie. You can thank Wendell for that. You are originally, right up front, going to get the whole long recording. But once Wendell has finished, he will have broken the recording down into individual modules for you so you can reference it easily, okay? Obviously, if you decide to refund, you won't get that because it's going to take Wendell some time to create that. He has to chop the videos apart and render them and stuff. So But if you stick with us, you will get that. Is Facebook the only platform I market on? No, it's just the easiest. Okay, guys, I think it's been 2 minutes. Okay, hang on, not quite. Nikki says that the images of guns are offensive to her, and she wishes I had chose different markets. Nikki, hey, I'm sorry. I'm a pro-gun person. I love guns. They're a big part of my life. I shoot competitively. It's a very big aspect of my life. I'm not going to apologize for showing you my niche, which happens to be guns. I apologize for not apologizing, basically, because this is, who I am. Okay. Okay, guys, we are ready to get going. Nikki, yeah, Jeff says, Nikki, ignore the messenger and just take the message. Okay, so guys, let's get started again. Are you guys ready? Make sure you're all here. Give me a yes. Are you ready to see me actually demo and create an ad for you live? Okay, so let's actually get over here and do a paid ad live. All right, so let's go back over here to Facebook. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to go to your Facebook, click on your Ads Manager right here in your column, and we're going to go to this green button right here and click Create an Ad. Okay, so we create an ad. This is the first step. I still have the link. So you're going to paste in your link to your product, right? Okay, that's the link, the Teespring link. That's where you want to send people, all right? So you paste the link in there, all right? Then it's time to create your ad, okay? So it pre-populates it, but you can change it. Okay, so let's see. For this ad, say no to gun. Okay, so my headline is going to be say no to gun control. Limited edition t-shirt, says it all, get yours for, what did I price it at, guys? $17.95? Okay, $17.95. Okay, that's my whole ad. Limited edition t-shirt, says it all, get yours for $17.95. Say no to gun control is the headline, okay? Oh, $17.99. Thank you. All right, so there's the shirt. Next up. Okay, oh, guys, people are telling me that, hey, someone's already bought a shirt. Someone's already bought a shirt off the ad since we posted it. So cool. All right, so next thing up, you have your preview and edit where you have a newsfeed format or a right column format. All right, we've done lots of testing. My students have done testing. My mastermind partners have done testing. Oh, it is $17.95. Okay, sorry. Okay, so you never, I shouldn't say never, but I highly recommend you do not use the right column format ad. So I would suggest that you remove it, okay? However, you can test it, and I would test it, but typically I have better luck with the newsfeed format ads more than I do with the right column format. So if you're going to do a right column format ad, this is the ad you're going to run, okay? However, I'm going to remove it because I don't like to use it. I get much better conversions and interactions off the news feed format only, okay? All right, so in this case, if you don't have a okay, here's the caveat. If you don't have a Facebook page, then you have to use the right column format. You will still make sales, okay? But even if you create a Facebook page that has no fans just for the benefit, you can use this format, okay? So if you don't have a news fan page, create one. Even if you have no fans on it, that's fine. Create one just so you can use the newsfeed format, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to choose my fan page. All right. And I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to change the link description. So I can leave it like this. This would be how my ad displays. Or I can add more. Okay. I'm going to just say, let's say this limited edition T available, let's see, until Tuesday. Okay, so there's my new ad, okay? No, I'm not using the Power Editor right now. I will show you guys the Power Editor later. This is just the main Facebook ad creation panel, okay? Okay, so there's my new ad. Limited edition t-shirt says it all. Say no to gun control. Limited edition awesome t-shirt is only available until Tuesday the 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Get yours now. Perfect. Okay? Now you get down here and you create your audience, okay? Now, I'm supporting gun control, all right? I'm only going to market to the U.S. in this case, but if your market is more global, then you want to look at your insights again to see where people are coming from. So let me actually open another page real quick. And let's go back to my page and I'll show you something. Let it load. So we go into our insights again. You go over to people. You can see, okay, only 2% of my demographics are women. 98% are men. They're between the ages of 18 and, say, 54 years old. That's my biggest swing. But actually, 25 to 54 is my biggest swing, okay? And they're mostly from the U.S., a few from Mexico, blah, 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 blah. They speak English predominantly in the cities they come from. So if I was targeting a specific area or a specific group, I would use this data to figure out my ads, and I'm going to use it. But in this case, I'm only going to target the U.S. because obviously my niche is in the U.S. for this shirt. Okay, so U.S. But you could also add Canada, you know, or whatever places you were supporting. Okay. So my age range, I'm going to do the 25 to 54 because that's my biggest demographic, and I'm only going to target men. All right. Now, I'm going to do precise interests. Now, here's the trick to this. You want to target people who are raving fans of your market, of your niche. Okay, so in terms of a raving fan, who would be a raving fan? Someone who just says they like guns, or someone who says they like the AK-47 or likes Smith & Wesson, right? The people who like the specific brand name, someone who likes Magpul Industries, is someone, if you're not in the gun world, you're not going to know who Magpul is, right? So you target raving fans because you have the highest chances of converting, okay? Yes, I could say, like I could type in gun control and see what comes up, okay? I could target Scottsdale Gun Club. I could target the NRA, okay? In this case, I'm not targeting gun control because that's a negative. I'm going to target brands because I typically like to target brands inside the industry. So I'm going to target the National Rifle Association because those people like guns. And then look, once you target one niche, it'll give you a lot of examples for other ones. Okay, so let's see. I'll target pro-gun, Gun Owners of America, National Association for Gun Rights, Students for Concealed Carry, Second Amendment Foundation. Okay. So I could just keep checking these, right? Open carry in the United States. All right. Now, obviously, this is political, but no matter what your niche is, you can type in, like, I mean, if your niche is fitness, okay, or muscle building or fat loss. You could type in the names of fat loss products, or the names, if your niche is muscle building, type in the names of bodybuilders. Okay, people who know the names of bodybuilders are typically raving fans of fitness, right? So there's my precise interests. Okay, I don't mess with the broad categories. I think personally, I think they're junk. Okay, now I'm going to leave the connections alone, and I'm going to come down here. I'm going to create a new campaign, which is going to be shove it gun control. Okay, I'm going to set a campaign budget. You can, whatever you want to do here, guys, whatever you can afford for your campaign budget. Now, you can do a lifetime budget that runs just the length of your campaign. So I could set a campaign that starts right now and then ends when my campaign ends, so I don't have to track it. Or I can do a per day budget and let it run continuously, or I can do it, set an end date there as well. I typically just let it run. You can set an end date if you feel more comfortable. If you're afraid you may forget to stop it, go ahead and set an end date. I'm checking Facebook ads every day, multiple times a day, so it doesn't worry me. So I'm going to leave it at 60 bucks a day, but you could do whatever you want, 20 bucks, 50 bucks, whatever. Okay. Conversion tracking, you can't track conversions with using Facebook with t-shirts yet. How do you limit your exposure on cost per click? Well, by the size of people you target, the certain types of people you target, that's how you limit your exposure to only being seen by those people, as well as by saying, I'm only willing to spend this much money a day, so they won't spend any more money on clicks than you are willing to spend, okay? And then you have different options here. You want to do either optimize for clicks and let Facebook optimize your ad for clicks. Now, you may wind up paying a little bit higher for clicks than you're comfortable doing, okay? But if you're going to get the most exposure of your ad. Or you can click manually bid for clicks, and then if you look down here, Facebook will give you a range that they think you should bid for your clicks. So in this case, the maximum you should bid right now, it says, is 10 cents. Now, once your ad is live and running, this could change, okay? But I like to bid either a penny lower or about the high, right at the high, just to get my ad approved that much quicker. Once my ad starts running, I can lower my bid or increase my bid or do what I need to keep it running, okay? Now that's it. It even tells you suggested bid is between 5 cents and 10 cents, okay? So I'm going to do manual bid for clicks, 10 cents, and I'm going to place my order, okay? Now, your ad does not go live immediately, all right? It was created, but now it's under review until it's by the Facebook staff until it's approved, okay? Once that ad goes live, they're going to see the ad. It's going to in the news feed. It targets about 1.8 million people who are fanatical gun people, and it's going to send them straight to my offer page, okay? That's how you do a Facebook ad. Now remember, guys, you are going to get access to all the replays of this, so you can watch this at your own speed and slow down and check it out. What do you do if you reach your daily limit? If you feel like you can spend more, you can raise your daily limit. If you don't, you can lower it or you leave it alone. That just depends on what you're comfortable spending, okay? All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about the next kind of ad. A sponsored stories. Okay, so sponsored stories, you basically use the Facebook ad system to promote a post that you make on your Facebook fan page. Okay, you use your Facebook ad system to promote a post. So what do? You make a post on your Facebook fan page. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't see that. Yeah, can you make your daily limit 10 bucks or 5 bucks or less? I don't have that kind of budget. Yes, you can make your daily budget $2 if you want to. Okay? You can make it as tightly focused or as limited of a budget as you want. Work with your budget, guys. Don't try to go crazy on it, okay? Bob says, I love your in-depth approach. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Bob. Jeff just announced that we're up to 3 sales on the shirt so far. Cool. Okay, so back to sponsored stories. How do you do it? you make a post on your fan page. You make a post on your fan page, just like I taught you how to do previously, okay? Then you create a Facebook ad that drives traffic and promotes that post in the newsfeed, okay? So what are the benefits of doing a sponsored story? Number one, usually you get cheaper clicks for a sponsored story, okay? So it's cheaper than running direct traffic. Why? The reason for that, with a direct ad, you are taking the Facebook user, when they click your ad, you're taking them off of Facebook, okay? Facebook charges you more when you steal their traffic. They let you do it, but they charge you more, okay? However, by promoting a post, all right, you are promoting a post on Facebook, okay? So your traffic is going to Facebook, and then they're clicking on their own off of Facebook to go to your ad page. Facebook doesn't charge you for that. So you get much cheaper clicks by promoting a post. How does using an ad affect what you should set your goal if you use it along with Facebook posts on a fan page? Until you have real numbers on your own campaigns, Kelly, it's very hard to tell. Typically, if I'm going to run paid ads along with Facebook posting, I set a higher goal. Not a hugely higher one until I actually get some metrics, but I do tend to set a higher goal. If I'm not going to run paid ads, then I'll set a little bit of a lower goal. Okay. So next thing is, promoting a post displays social proof. Okay? How? A post can get likes, it can get comments, and it can get shares. Okay? So on your post, people can like it. They can post a comment saying, that's great, or I just bought one, or tag their friends in it, or things like that. And they can share it to their page. Okay? You can't do that with a direct ad, okay? So by getting that social proof and the likes, the comments, and the shares, you get more bang for your buck with advertising, okay? Because you're paying for that click. But if after someone clicks it, if they share it and they like it, or they comment, or they do anything like that, you don't pay again, okay? So you're getting that added exposure and social proof that can help increase sales. The other thing is, by promoting a post, you get a large format display in the newsfeed, just like your post normally shows up in people's newsfeed. So it shows up big, okay? So you can see a post right here. This is actually a post that another one of my students did to promote their page, okay? And they actually promoted this post. So how do you use it? What's the best way to do it? Make some posts on your fan page. Take the best performing money post on your page and make an ad with it. Okay, make an ad with the best performing money post that you've made, okay? Or you can do what I like to do a lot of times and use a power editor use the Facebook power editor to create a dark post, which doesn't show up on your wall, but shows up in the search in all the different, in people's news feeds and all the different areas. Yes, Walter, I will show you a demo in just a second. Okay, so personally, I love sponsored stories for promoting t-shirts. Okay, I like paid ads, straight paid ads as well. I usually run a combination. Okay, my budget is a lot larger than some people's. Okay, if you can only afford to do one and then the other, or test back and forth until you find the one that your niche likes the best. Okay, so let's do a demo. Okay, you guys ready to do a demo? Let's see it live. Okay, oh, so actually, with the power editor, hang on, I got to bring it up. Okay, you have to use Chrome, the browser Chrome, to use the power editor. Okay, let me update it real quick to make sure it's all active. All right, the power editor is a very complicated looking tool to make more advanced ads on Facebook. Okay. Now, to do some of the more advanced stuff, you pretty much have to use the Facebook Power Editor, and you can use the Chrome browser to do it. All right, give me a second, it loads. Okay, so it looks scary, but it's really not that bad, okay? So, right here, we're going to go to Campaigns, okay, up at the top. We're going to click Campaign, we're going to click Create a Campaign. All right, it shows up as untitled. Now I'm going to create the campaign name, okay? So in this case, it's going to be Shove It Gun Control. SS, okay, for sponsor story. Okay, it's going to be, I'm going to leave it as an auction campaign because I'm going to spend money every day. All right, then my daily budget on this, I'm going to, let's see, I'll put 50 bucks on it, but you could, you know what, for this example, for you guys, I'll leave it at 10, okay? You put a start date. Now, the thing about the start date is you have to, it's in Pacific time, okay? Make sure you pay attention to this, because if you think your ad's going to go live right away and you're in a time zone that's after the Pacific time zone, it won't. I'm in Central time, and a lot of times I forget that, hey, this is Pacific time, so 9:18 is not 9:18. 9:18 Central is only 7:18 Los Angeles, so I want to change this to 7, okay? Why auction campaign? Because I want to be able to bid on my stuff and let it just run, okay? So just leave it there. And then you want to check run my campaign continuously starting from this date. Or if you, again, if you're worried about letting your campaign run too long, you can set an end date, okay? I typically, like I said, I'm checking my ads all the time, so I let it just run. And then you status, you want to leave it as scheduled, okay? Unless you want to pause it, but you can just leave it scheduled, all right? Now that you're done there, you've created the campaign. Now we need to create the ad. Okay, so you go back up to the top here and you click on Ads, okay? And we're going to click Create an Ad. You need to select the campaign and then click OK. All right, so now I'm ready to create my ad. Now I need to answer a question. Jim says he's not clear on the difference between a sponsored post and an ordinary free post. All right, a free post gets exposure organically as it gets shared across Facebook. Only a certain amount of people will see it, okay? A sponsored post takes that same post or another post that you create and basically gets it in front of an audience for you, but you pay for that exposure, okay? So you're getting more people to see your ad and you're paying Facebook to do that for you, okay? So it's like buying traffic. You're buying exposure to your ad, okay? That's the difference. The post itself is exactly the same. The difference is you're running a paid ad to gain more exposure to the post. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's create the ad. So let's say this is Shove It Sponsored Story 1, okay? Now, there is a sponsored story type of ad here. You can do it like this, okay? I don't do that. Okay, I simply just leave it as an ad, okay? And then what I do is I select for a Facebook page using a post, all right? So I click this, and then I have to choose my Facebook page, which is this one. Now, right here is your drop-down. You can see all the different posts that you've made on this page, and you can click the one that you want to use. Okay, so there's the ad as it's going to show up right now, okay? But let's say I don't like that ad or I want to create a different one. You can create what's called a dark post. This is a Facebook post that does not appear on your wall, but does appear all over Facebook and all of your ads and in people's news feeds and in everything else like that. And you do that by creating a new unpublished post, okay? So you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but if you don't have an ad live, or a post live that you want to run with, then you can go and create your own. So what you do is you click the button to create. You come over here to photo or link. You can do it either way, okay? So what you do it on a link, you click upload your image. All right, so we're going to find our image. There it is. Okay, the URL is our Teespring URL. The post that I'm going to make is this shirt. Let's action. Let's say, grab this shirt while you still can. I'm going to put my link in here as well, and then below it I'm going to say only available for a few days. Okay? Then the name. What's the name of the link? So if you want to override it, you can. Let's throw something in there. Let's say shove gun control. Okay? Caption. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. No, that's not what I want to do. Keep guns free. Okay? All right, so keep guns free. That's what I'm going to use for that. The caption, I'm not going to worry about that. Description is going to be limited edition. You can use basically the same stuff as you use in your ad. Limited edition shirt. Get yours now for only $17.95. Okay? Now, that's a link version. Okay? If you click Create Post, that's going to create one that's a direct link so that all the links. Let me show you. You can see it over here. All the links are there. Okay? However, if you want to do the bigger photo, okay, you go over here, you select your photo. This is the way you do a traditional post like on your Facebook page, okay? Okay, so we'll do the post again. Grab this shirt while you can, okay? So these are your options, okay? You can do it different ways. Post the link. Only available for the next few days. Okay? Then if you're doing a regular Facebook post, that's it. You don't touch languages, you don't touch location unless you need to for your targeting. If you're only targeting like people who live in Boston and you only want this ad to show up for people in Boston, you can target that. Okay? So we're going to create post. It uploads it. Okay, so that part's done. Then the most important thing is come down here. Placement, okay? Placement, you have options. All Facebook, desktop, meaning just computers, newsfeed. Only run newsfeed ads, okay? You can run it to mobile as well, but you're going to get a lot more clicks and a lot less purchases if you run it to desktop and mobile, okay? So the placement, you want to select newsfeed desktop only. That means only people who are on a computer will see your ad, okay? Yes, it cuts your demographic data way down. That's fine. Your demographic targeting. It cuts the amount of people that are going to see it way down. But more people will be buying, okay? A lot of people don't purchase on their mobile. Some people do, but the vast majority still purchase through their computer, okay? We've tested it. Newsfeed ads, desktop only, get the best conversion, okay? So now we've done the basics. Now we need to come over here to our audience, okay? And just like we created the audience in the last ad, you do the same thing here. So I'm United States only, ages 25 to 54, because that's my demographics. Your demographics may vary. Men only. Then I do the same thing, precise interests. Let's do brands this time. So let's say Ruger, Sturm and Ruger, okay? Then I'll get some examples. Ruger, none of those are any good, okay? Let's go Magpul. All right, Magpul Industries right here, okay? Then I've got all these other ones, DPMS, Stag. These are all gun brands, okay? If you know these brands, chances are you're big into your industry, okay? Springfield, Remington, Wilson, Mossberg, okay? Which part of this required Power Editor features? To make the dark post and to select newsfeed only for a sponsored story. Okay, if you use the regular ad creator in Facebook, your sponsored story will only show up in the right side column ads, which is where you don't want it. Okay, so you can select all of this. Okay, again, ignore the categories, ignore the connections, ignore the friends of connections unless you really want to play with it, but you don't need to. Advanced options. If you need to target this, I mean, if you're talking about, if you're looking for single people, single guys, girls, whatever, if they're college people, you can target this. My niche, I don't need to target this, okay? So I'm going to ignore it. Also, if you have a custom audience, like you have a list of customers on Facebook or a fan page list or something like that, you can insert a custom audience here and target them directly, all right? Then you come down here to pricing and status, all right? You can do CPM here if you want. I still like CPC better for these kind of ads because okay, guys, can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I paused the recording. Okay. So, I still go with CPC because I'm trying to make a sale. If I'm doing like campaigns to build up an audience, then I do CPM. But for any monetary thing, I always choose CPC. All right? It just seems to work better. It's going to give you a suggested bid. In this case, I'm going to do 20 cents. Okay? That's my bid. My bid is based on the audience I target. Okay? That's all you have to do. Okay? CPC. Why is it more than the previous one? Because I targeted a different audience. Your bid is based on your audience, okay, and who your audience is and the way you target them. The last time I targeted like NRA, gun supporters, and things like that. This time I targeted people who like certain gun brands. Okay, so your bid prices will change based on your targeting. Okay, this ad is ready to go. All right. However, there's nowhere to click save or anything else. Okay, in the Power Editor, when you want your ad to go live, you have to click upload. Okay, so you click upload, and then it will upload it to Facebook. Okay. Okay, once you're done, you're done. Your ad will now show up in your main Facebook Ads Manager. Inside of the regular Facebook, you can use it with any type of browser. Now, just like a regular ad, it has to go through the review process. So it's not going to be live right now. All right, it's not going to be live until it gets approved, okay? Elaine, not sure what you're asking me. It doesn't say disapproved. That's a different campaign. The campaign we're talking about here is right here. It's pending. Yeah. Okay, so this is a pending until it gets approved. But now you can access it in your regular Facebook editor. You don't have to use this anymore, okay? Power Editor is awesome. It does take a little bit of time to get used to learning how to use it, all right? But that is how you do sponsored stories that show up in your newsfeed, only accessible via desktop, okay? That's crucial. People who are on a computer and people who are in their newsfeed, that's where you want your ads to show, okay? All right, so let's keep going. More stuff to show you. Next up are the promoted posts. This is the thing that I use least of all. It does work. I don't use it very often though, okay? I like the other kinds of ads. So how to use promoted posts. Now, like I said earlier, on average, only 7 to 12% of your fans will see a particular post that you make, okay? Promoted posts are designed to quickly get more traction for a post that's performing well, okay? So you make a post on your fan page, and people are sharing it, they're commenting, it's getting lots of interaction, getting a lot of likes. Okay, that's great. You want to capitalize on that. So you can take that post and promote it, okay, from your Facebook page without having to create a fancy ad and get more exposure to that post, which means you can make more money from it, okay? It is not the best option. It does work, okay, and you can make really good money with it, okay? But I still prefer the other ads better. So the benefits of doing it. It goes live instantly. Okay, it's very affordable. Okay, you get some of your cheapest advertising here. All right, then you pick the exposure range. You can pick how much you want to spend and how many people it's going to reach for you. All right, also, it has a 1-day run duration. So within 24 hours of you clicking it live, it will have reached that entire audience for you. So it's not going to be spaced out over a lot of days. It's going to get you instant traction. All right, and it reaches the friends of friends demographic. Because when you promote a post, and I'm going to show you how, when you do that, it shares that post on more of your fans' page, so you reach more than the 12%, as well as friends of your fans. Because typically, let's say your name's John. If John likes guns, most of his friends are also going to like guns, or at least a proportionate number of them are. So you're reaching into that extended demographic, okay? That's what promoted posts do, all right? It's very simple to use. I'm going to do a quick demo on it. It doesn't take a lot of explanation because it is so simple, all right? You guys still with me? You ready to see the demo? Awesome. All right, back to Facebook. Okay, we're going to go to my page. Let it load. Okay, so we're going to scroll down here as it loads. Give it a second to load. Okay, so all of your posts, at the bottom of your posts, well, look at this, guys. First, since we're back here, 314 likes, 136 shares, 6 comments, everybody saying how awesome it is. Okay, then at the bottom of it, it says 8,000 people have seen this post already, but right next to it there is a boost post box you can hover over, okay? Now, the smaller your page is, the cheaper your costs are going to be, okay? But I can go as small as $50, okay? When I do this, it's going to reach an estimated additional 10,000 to 19,000 people over the 8,000 people who have already seen it, okay? And in terms of targeting, it's going to target people who like my page, so people who are my fans, and their friends. So it's your fans and friend of friends demographics, okay? So if you're going to promote a post, you could say I want to spend $50 and I'm going to reach an additional 10 to 19,000 people, okay? Now, this targeting, you can do more sophisticated targeting. Here's the deal. This targeting sucks. If you're going to do this targeting, you're better off simply going in and creating a regular Facebook ad, okay? So don't do it. Just do the people who like your page and their friends if you're going to use this kind of ad, okay? Now, you can use it on pretty much any post. You can use it here, you know, you can, and it depends. 22,000 people saw this post, and if I spend $50, I'll reach an additional, say, 15,000 people. Now, guys, I have never spent more than $300 on one of these ads. I've never spent the full 2,000, okay, or whatever. I just haven't needed to. I typically run the other kinds of ads, and I get the best performance from those. But I wanted to teach you guys this because it does work. I have used it. If I'm going to use it, I'll typically use the $50 or $100 option. And if you have a much smaller page, you can do it for as little as $5 or $10, okay? So that is how you do a promoted page. And once you do it, right there, boom, you click Boost Post. It will reach that audience within 24 hours of that post being, or of you boosting it. So it happens very, very quickly, okay? All right, so let's actually click on it real quick and see where we're at. We're still at 3 sales, okay? Not bad. We've got 6 days and 22 hours left. Okay, let's go back to, actually, let's leave that open in case I need it later. All right, so that's the demo on the promoted posts, okay? It's also called boosting a post, okay? Because that's what they say, boost your post. So let's go back to our campaign and let's keep going. So I did the demo for you. All right, so that's it for Facebook marketing, okay? That's it for Facebook. We're going to get into email marketing, how you can sell even more shirts simply with email. Yes, guys, I agree. It is better to do your promoting from your editor. I agree 100%. I just show you another option that does work. Oh yeah, Facebook jacking. Let me show you guys some Facebook jacking real quick. Okay, so what you would do, you take your link. Okay, what you do is you go find a competitor's page. Okay, you go find a competitor's page. This is not a competitor, this is actually one of my pages, but I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. Okay, this is Don Wilson and I's page. Okay, so what you can do, you find a shirt or a post that's doing well, okay, and it's got to be related. Now, I'm not going to post on this shirt because this would kill the sale for him. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is take one that's doing well. Like this one's got 18 comments. What you can do is you can post your link. Okay, or you can even upload a picture. So let me show you how to do it that way. You can say, hey guys, actually, oops, sorry, let's go back. I got to do it a different way first. I go back to my page, and I need to go into my options and say, use Facebook as legally armed and proud of it. Okay, this means when I do my commenting, it is going to comment as legally armed and proud of it instead of as Tanner Larson. Okay, now I'm going to go find the competitor's page. Well, let's just find one here. Here's an actual competitor's page. I love guns. This is one of my students' pages too. There we go. Okay, so you could find a post that's doing well. Now you could actually go up here and just upload your own photo and post it. Okay, I could do that. The problem is 9 times out of 10 that's going to get deleted because the owner of the page is saying, hey, you're not going to mark it on my wall. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, that's one of the reasons post jacking doesn't work very well. What you can do though is find one that's doing kind of well. 200 likes, 7 comments, 11 comments. Ugh, that's gross. Let's go get away from that image. More comments. Let's do this one. There's 99 comments on this one. So I can make a post where I can click this image photo button and I can upload my picture of my shirt and then write a comment. Hey guys, check shirt out. You will love it. Okay, so there's the post. Yes, now here's the deal, guys. This is posting on other people's walls. Do people like it? No. Okay, do people think it's unethical? Yes. Do I do it? No. Does it work? Yes. Am I teaching it to you because it works? Yes. Do I want you to do it? I don't care. Do it if you feel comfortable with it. Just understand that when people post like this on my page, I can't stand looking at that guy. I got to get away from it. I will delete it. Okay, I don't like people doing it on my page. But if you, in your niche, you may have some big brands like Coca-Cola or big commercial type brands that have lots of fans but don't leverage their page and don't really monitor it. You could, if your niche fits with that, you could post it on those pages and get some interaction, okay, and get some sales. All right. A lot of people will delete it. Yes, it'll happen. But if you do it enough times, you will get some posts that will stick and you will make some sales. Is it the best way to do it? No. Does it work? Yes. Does it work well? Not so much, but it does work. And if you absolutely have no budget and no fan page and no desire to take the effort to create the fan page, then this is the way to do it. Okay? Okay, I agree with you 100%. Okay, let's get back to our presentation. All right, so next up, let's go back to email marketing. Okay, we're going to sell a whole lot more with email marketing. Wilfred says a fan page has to come first. No, Wilfred, you can run paid traffic, and you don't even have to have a fan page. Okay. So email marketing. Email marketing is, as you guys all know, we're all familiar with building lists and stuff like that, right? Email marketing is on-demand traffic, okay? It is the quickest way to drive additional sales, okay? Now, when it comes to Teespring and email marketing, there's a specific mailing frequency that works, okay? It works out really, really well, and it's very easy to do, and it doesn't piss anybody off. It's called the BME, okay? It's 3 emails over the life of the campaign to your list for a 7-day campaign. It's BME. Okay, so how do you do it? The most common and easiest way to email your list, obviously, is to use your autoresponder. Okay, this is obviously a paid option. If you have an autoresponder, chances are you have a list or are building your list that way, right? Yes, this will be available through a recording. You guys are all going to get the recording. I got to just finish the presentation, and then we will send out the recording to everybody afterwards. Okay, so back to it. Next up, if you don't have an autoresponder and you can't handle it, and you don't want to build a list or things like that, you can use the Teespring built-in customer mailer to email your past customers. Okay, now to do this, you actually must have run a campaign in the past and had sold to some customers. Once you've done that, you now have a captive email list that you can email your new shirts out to. And every time you run a successful campaign, you can mail more and more and more customers. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, if you have an autoresponder, you already know how to use your autoresponder. And there's too many different ones out there. My recommended one is GetResponse. I love GetResponse. It's my favorite. If you use something else, that's fine. No worries. But it's one of the best ones out there. Okay. Now, the next thing, you're selling T-shirts. Again, keep the email short. You don't need to write a lot to sell a T-shirt. Okay. Also, for selling T-shirts, using HTML emails with shirt images embedded into the email works better than simple plain text emails. Okay. If you can't do HTML emails, great. That's fine. Do plain text. It's better than nothing. But if you can do HTML emails, having the picture of the shirt right there in their face when they open the email is a great way to get them to click through and buy it. All right? Okay. So let's go talk about the BME email method. Okay? BME stands for beginning, middle, and end. Okay? So here's an example email. Okay, this is why I was saying the shirt's important. Okay, this one had a little bit of a story, all right, because I was testing. This email seems to work very well. Feel free to rip it off and adapt it to your niche, okay? Change the wording to make it fit your niche. So, hey there. As always, the AR-15 is under attack from all the anti-gun nuts and the generally uninformed population. And now more than ever, we need to stand up for our rights and our favorite guns. To that end, I am participating, and I think you should too, in a grassroots campaign to show the world our support for the AR-15. And the way to do it is simply to wear this shirt, image of the shirt. Then, the goal is to get one of these shirts on every AR-15 supporter possible. Not only is it a cool shirt to begin with, but how awesome will it be when hundreds or thousands of these shirts start getting worn around town or all over the U.S. And what a great way to show support for the gun we all love and look good doing it. This is a limited edition shirt, and it's only available for the next few days, so show your support and grab one now. Okay, I showed exclusivity, I explained a little bit of the story because it was important, and then I did a call to action, I did scarcity, I gave them a link. Click here to go see it, okay? I already ordered mine, talk soon, Tanner, okay? That's the first email, okay? The first email is usually the longer of the emails, okay? Okay, so here is the middle method, all right? This is the middle. So sometime like day 3, 3.5, 4, that's where you want to send this one out. Hey there, after getting feedback from a number of customers, we've made some changes in addition to the limited edition AR-15 t-shirts in order to give it to you the way you want it. How's that for service? The shirt is now available in multiple colors and styles for both men and women. Sorry ladies, we didn't intentionally leave you out. You can check out the new shirts here. Image, okay? These shirts are only available for the next 30 or so hours, so act fast to get your shirt before they're off the market forever. Here's the link again. There's the link. Talk soon, Tanner. Okay? Super simple, guys. Any of you guys can write an email like this. There's nothing special to it. Okay, now we got the last email, the end email. Last day of the campaign. Hey there. I wanted to send you out a final notice that our limited edition t-shirt that supports gun rights closes today. See it here, link. Thanks again for signing the gun rights petition. These t-shirt sales allow us the budget to keep pushing. See ya, Tanner. Simple, right guys? That is the whole BME email method, okay? Nothing crazy. Okay. Now, that's how you do it with your autoresponder or with the Teespring mailer. But now it's time for me to actually show you how to use the Teespring mailer, okay? Yes, guys, you can use a pen name. Absolutely, use a pseudonym. Okay, you can do all of that. Deborah, that's a whole other can of worms, but I'll talk a little bit about it at the end. Okay, So yeah, now let's talk about how you can, if you don't have an autoresponder or don't have a list, but you're going to be selling t-shirts and you do a paid ad and you finish a campaign, how you can mail all those people who bought your shirt. All right. So let's click back over to the handy dandy browser and let's go to Teespring. All right. Okay. So first thing you do is once you go to Teespring, you're going to log in. So what I'm going to do is now here's the other thing, guys. You can have multiple Teespring accounts. I do. I have different Teespring accounts for different things. Do you need them? No. But when I first started out, I thought it was important to have it separate my accounts. I'm weird like that, but you really don't have to. So, but you can. So I'm going to log into this specific account, and I'm going to go to My Campaigns, and this is going to show you a few of my successful campaigns. Okay. So this one is active right now. It sold 3 shirts. Okay. But look what you got here. You can message buyers. But now look at all these completed campaigns. All right, this one's, I can message all of these buyers. Okay, so look, simply by going to the campaign that ended, I can click Message Buyers. Boom, and it will let me send them an email. Okay, the subject, the best gun, or the best pro gun t-shirt ever. Okay, that's the subject line. All right. Then I got a little email that I'm going to send them. I've already written this, so you guys don't have to watch me type out an email. All right. So there's the email. Let's go through it real quick. Very simple. Let me get the link first. All right. Go back here. So hey there, just wanted to say thank you for purchasing one of our limited edition Pro Gun shirts. Oh. We hope you are out and wearing it with pride. I also wanted you to see our newest limited edition shirt. We just launched it and we think you'll agree it's our best shirt yet. Check it out here. Paste in the link. All right. As always, this shirt will only be available for the next 7 days and then gone forever. So if you like it, grab it. Have a great week, Tanner. So now I'm going to copy this right here. And I'm going to click, so I copy it, I'm going to click Send Email to Buyers. Okay? So there's that. Your email, it has to get approved, okay? But that's going to get approved because you are sending them an email telling them about a new Teespring shirt, okay? And you're thanking them. So now we're going to go back to My Campaigns. Go back here. Okay, I just did that one. I'm going to do the next one. Here, subject line. The best pro gun shirt ever. You don't even have to put a name if you don't want, but I do. Okay, save email to buyers. Okay, that one's done. All right, now what I'm going to do real quick is just do these other ones. I'm going to show you something. Okay, see how quick this is? Every campaign that you run, you get that many more buyers that you can email without ever even needing to use an autoresponder. Okay, send the email. All right, so what you guys just saw me do was I just emailed several hundred buyers that have bought t-shirts from me in the past and told them about my new shirt. And I didn't have to use an autoresponder. It didn't cost me a dime. You think that will help you sell more shirts? Absolutely. Now, of course, you have to have at least one successful campaign before you can do this so that you have a list of buyers. But if you need to get a list of buyers, run a paid ad, run a paid campaign to a t-shirt, sell a bunch of t-shirts, and then you have buyers that you can email through Teespring. They'll get delivered, they'll get inboxed, you'll get more clicks, boom, you make more money, and you don't even have to use an autoresponder. Now, here's the other thing. Let's say you want to build your own autoresponder list. Well, you could take these same buyers and send them another thank you email that says, hey, thanks for buying this shirt. In case you'd like to be notified of all of our other shirts when we release them, click this link here, and they click the link and it takes them to a squeeze page where they can enter their email address and be added to your quote-unquote t-shirt notification list, right? So you can now extract your buyers from Teespring onto a opt-in list into your autoresponder, and now you've built up a mailing list that you can now market additional products to. Okay? You guys starting to see the power of how this can all work together? Pretty dang awesome, right? Yeah, wow, wow, holy crap. Yeah, everybody is just stunned. Good deal. Okay, are you guys all still with me? You want me to keep going? I know it's getting along. I know it's a long webinar, but I want to make sure you're all still with me. The wow factor. Yes, great stuff. Awesome. Rock and roll. Keep going. Awesome. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, so that's how you use the email system, all right? Email marketing, like I said, is very, very, very simple, okay? You use those 3 emails. You can send them out through Teespring, or you can send them out through your autoresponder. You can use Teespring to build an email list. There are a lot of different options. All right, let's go back to our training. All right, here it comes. Dum-dum. Here are the advanced tactics. This is what everybody's been waiting for, and this is how you really take things to the next level. Okay? This is how you can make a ton of money doing the simple stuff, but you'll make even more if you roll in these new advanced tactics. Okay? Now, I'm going to pause real quick because I'm going to tell, I see this coming up several times now. Valerie just said she'd wish I broke this down into 2 separate webinars. Hey, Val, I understand, but this is, I'm giving you all the value, I'm giving you everything I can, and then I'm going to give you the training, okay? And on top of that, not only that, you're going to get the long recording, but I'm also going to break the recording down into actionable chunks for you so that you don't have to go watch the whole thing again, all right? It'll take a little time to do that, but you're going to get access to that, so don't worry about it, all right? So, guys, the biggest thing to understand is if you haven't got that from this webinar before, if you're new to your Tanner Larson experience, I take care of my customers very well, okay? Okay, so we're back in action with the advanced tactics, how to take things to the next level, all right? Number 1. Increased shirt options, okay? More choices equals more money, right? Give your customers more options and they will typically buy more, okay? Teespring now allows you to add up to 4 additional garments to your campaign for a total of 5 options, all right? Now, you can mix and match any way you want. Mix and match shirts, mix and match colors, so you could have 4 t-shirts and 1 sweatshirt. You could have 1 t-shirt, 1 sweatshirt, 1 v-neck, 1 ladies v-neck, 1 tank top, whatever combination. Or you could just have 5 t-shirts all in 5 different colors. Or you could have 1 Hanes basic shirt. You could have 1 canvas shirt, 1 American Apparel, 1 high quality, 1 low quality, whatever. Mix and match any way you want to. You want to make these decisions based on who your shirt is targeted to, okay? If your shirt is targeted towards specifically males, okay, then don't do a female shirt. Don't do a female option. Do as many different male variations that they would like as you can, okay? Try to alternate colors. Give them as broad of a color spectrum as they can, unless they've told you they only like certain colors, right? Now, you can do unisex shirts. You don't even have to have a female option. But if the shirt appeals to both male and females, maybe you want to do a female shirt and a male shirt, okay? Now, this is not an option inside your Facebook dashboard, okay? You don't have that option. The only way it can work is you have to contact support@teespring.com. Okay, you could call them too. Okay, email, yes, they have a junior size shirt. Yes, I'm not sure how small of a kid it goes to, but it is a junior size. All right, so you contact support@teespring.com and you tell them your campaign info and what options you want to add, and they will do it for you. It usually takes them about 24 hours to do it. Your campaign must be live before you can request the addition. Okay? So how do you do it? Let me show you. Here's the sample email. This is the same generic email template I use every time. So as you can see in the picture here, this AK-47 shirt has 5 total options. A black, brown, blue men's version and a black and green women's version, okay? In this fitted women's style, right? How did I do that? I sent an email similar to this one. I said, hi, I would like to add some shirt options to my new campaign before I push it out to my buyers. Here's the campaign, teespring.com/AK47. Please add the following 4 shirt options. Hanes tagless tee and the color. Hanes tagless tee, the color. Hanes tagless tee, deep royal. Gildan ladies relaxed, and the color. Helicona is purple, for those of you who don't know. I didn't know what that was, but it's purple. I mean, it's not purple. Pink. Excuse me. Helicona is pink. My account email is email@email.com if you need to reach me. Thanks in advance, Tanner. Done. That email they will create the shirt for you, add the different colors, and add it to your Facebook page. And they will also add sizing information with a link that people can click on to get all the different sizing information for the various shirts, so they can choose the shirt and the size that best fits them. You don't have to do anything besides sending them the email. Pretty cool, right? Additional shirt options done right can dramatically increase your sales. Think about it this way. What if you have a shirt that's, you know, unisex, fairly unisex, or the slogan will apply to both people. You have it on a men's shirt, and then you have it on a women's shirt. Now let's say the guy orders, the guy can order one for his girl at the same time, or the girl can order one for her guy at the same time. Okay? More options means more potential for multiple shirt purchases. Does it increase the cost of the campaign? No. However, if you use a shirt that costs more money to produce, like let's say like this blue shirt right here, this blue shirt is actually a canvas brand shirt. It's a higher quality shirt than the black one. All right? It costs a little bit more to produce. Okay, so my cost on that shirt will be slightly higher. I will make slightly less profit, but that's okay because I still sold another shirt that counts towards my overall goal. Okay? Oh, on this one, why is my goal 47? Because the gun is an AK-47. It's just a little, you know, marketing thing, just because it's funny. Are larger sizes more expensive? No. Small through 3XL, all the same price. Okay? Now, let's say you use all the same shirts, but then you want to add a sweatshirt. Okay? Sweatshirts are very expensive. Okay? So what Teespring will do is increase the cost of the sweatshirt so that you make the same profit margin as you would before. Okay? And when they try to buy the sweatshirt, it will tell them, hey, the sweatshirt costs more. And they do that automatically for you. Okay? All right, so moving on. The next advanced tactic is the perceived discount, okay? Make it a deal without giving away the farm. This overcomes the cost or price objections, okay? Sometimes you will find as you're running your ads, you may have someone say, hey, I'd love to buy this shirt, but it's too expensive, okay? Great. Well, you're going to get people like that. But what you can do is create a perceived discount so they think they're getting a discount and they buy the shirt without whining about the price. Okay? So how do you do it? You create an additional offer page on your website, on your blog, somewhere like that, using any blog, using Optimized Press or Lead Pages or whatever you want. Okay? What you do, you add a picture of the shirt. You add the higher price. Okay? You add a call to action that says, hey, you get it for a discount. So then you give them a way to claim that discount, and you can do it 2 ways. You could either require them to opt in, which allows you to build an email list, and then after they opt in, you give them the link that takes them to the discounted page, which is actually just your Teespring page, okay? Or you give them a link that they can click, and it takes them straight to the Teespring page and gives them, quote-unquote, instant discount, okay? Then, instead of promoting your Teespring page, you now promote your discount page on your Facebook and in all of your marketing. Okay? Super simple. So you basically say, hey, this shirt, we're selling this shirt right now. It usually costs $24.95, but today I've worked out a discount for you. Click the link below and I'll save you 46% or whatever. They click the link and boom, they see the shirt for $16.95 and they're like, man, I just saved $5, $6, whatever, right? So what would that look like? Let me give you an example. Okay. This is one of the best looking ones that I've seen. Mine doesn't look this good, so I stole one from Dr. Ben because Dr. Ben made one that looks prettier than mine. But it's basically the same layout. So you have a picture of the shirt. You can, Kelly, you can tell Ben. Here's a picture of the shirt, okay? Next to it, normally $27. See, Dr. Ben broke my rule of pricing. That's okay. I'll let him slide this one time. Then it says, enter your email address below to get a huge discount on an I Live the Second shirt, okay? Enter a valid email here to click access to the deal. So now you're building a list and you're also getting them to buy the shirt, okay? Like what a car dealership does when they say, hey, manufacturer suggested retail price is $95,000 on this Mercedes. But hey, because you're buying it here, your actual sticker price is only $74.5. Okay? It's a perceived discount. They don't actually expect to sell it for that higher price. They're selling it to you for the price that they want to sell it to you for. Stores do this before they have a big sale. A lot of times they will mark up a price and then have a 30% sale, so that by the time they mark the price down, they've really only discounted it 5%. Okay? So this is very, very smart. And yes, you can embed this into a Facebook tab and do very, very well with it. All right? Now, you can either do it to build a list, or you can do it and just have them click through and get the discount. All right? I like the list building method, okay, because there's more credibility to it that, hey, you're only giving the discount to people who are, you know, going to take the time to opt in, okay? And all you do is set your redirect so that it redirects them immediately to the Teespring offer page, okay? Does this make sense, guys? Any questions on this? Yep, Newegg, exactly. Newegg uses it. They all do it. Where do you put this page? This page is hosted on your own site or your own blog. No, if they enter their email, they're taken to the discount page. Yes, and this is the page that you will promote. You don't promote the Teespring page anymore. You start promoting only this page. Make sense? So you promote this page, and they click through this page, and then they go to the offer. Well, give me a second, guys. I gotta grab a drink. Okay, took off my sweatshirt too because it was a little bit hot in here. Okay. Okay, this is not a pop-up, guys. This is just a page on a website, okay? So just any old page on a website, you can create this kind of a page. And then you just paste in your autoresponder code, and boom, you're good to go. And yes, I would drive paid traffic to these kind of offers, okay? You use this link in your ads, okay? And yes, once they enter their email address, they click here for the deal. That will send them to your Teespring page where they can buy the shirt, and it will automatically add them to your email list. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so here's the next tactic. Okay, verified donation, tithing your way to profits. Okay, Teespring allows you to donate all or part of your profit from your campaign to a charity or nonprofit. Okay, when your campaign is set up for this, the verified donation logo appears on your page. Okay, that green thing right there. It says verified donation, and 100% of the proceeds are donated. Okay? Now, here's the thing. People love supporting charities. They don't even care if you make a profit as long as the charity gets money. Okay? So if someone's going to buy a shirt, or they're kind of on the fence, having the fact that you're going to donate a portion of your profits to charity and to a good charity, people are going to go, yep, I'm going to buy. And they will buy simply to donate to the charity, okay? So what you would do is you'd send an email to support@teespring.com and tell them your campaign info. Tell them who you are, tell them what your campaign is, the charity that you want to donate to. Now, you have to donate to a valid charity, and Teespring will verify this charity and contact them and let them know that there's going to be money coming their way, okay? And then what percentage of your profit you want donated. So you wanted to give them 50% or 10% or whatever, okay? Now, you can sell a ton more shirts by donating profit to a good cause, okay? Charity-driven events are huge. Great way to make sales and do a good cause. Now, the trick is making sure your charity fits your niche. Okay, so in my case, in the gun niche specifically, I could donate to the NRA, okay? Or in my dog niche, I could donate to the SPCA or one of those other animal foundations, right? If I was doing a local, like, you know, Save Boston or some kind of shirt like that for Boston, I could target a local Boston charity that everybody knows about, right? And yes, it's donation of the profit, not the total sales, okay? And the cool thing is, guys, when your campaign is over, Teespring will automatically pay you into your account your profit and then cut a check and send it over to the charity without you having to do anything, okay? Plus, any donations that you make are tax deductible. Yes, it has very nice tax implications. So not only can you make money, you can sell more shirts, and you can get a tax deduction. And yes, for those people just joining us, there will be a downloadable replay and all the files and everything associated with the course coming out, hopefully within 24 hours of this training. And then also, if you're promoting a charity, you can email that charity and say, or call them or go in and talk to them and say, hey, I'm trying to send money your way. Can you email your list? Can you tell your fans? Can you tell your people that we're trying to sell this shirt to raise some money? Boom, more shirts are sold, okay? What do I suggest a good percentage of the donation is? That's 100% up to you. I mean, don't be chintzy. I mean, tithing is a great to do. Not from a religious standpoint, but from simply a monetary standpoint, it's a great thing to do. Jeff, you'll have to read the details on that. It's all on in their FAQ. I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay, so verified donations, super easy to do. All it takes is an email to them. All right, next awesome advanced tactic, okay? This one is traffic recycling, okay? Don't give away all those clicks, okay? Let's think about this for a second. All the links, posts, and emails that you sent out when promoting a shirt are still out there on the good old internet after your campaign ends. So when you put a post on Facebook and it gets shared and it goes into people's news feeds and it goes into the search and things like that, those posts are still there and those links are still live after your campaign ends. Same thing with your emails. Your emails are still in inboxes all over the place. It may have not been seen or whatever. Okay, some are deleted, but not all. There's still a lot of link juice out there. Okay? People, even months later, will still see and click on those links, even months later, guys. Seriously, even years later. So if you're just promoting your t-shirt page, your teespring.com/teespring, then all those links are useless after the campaign ends because that shirt is done, right? So anybody who clicks on it goes to the page and you've lost a chance to sell. Denise is asking, if someone goes to a page that's on a shirt that's not for sale anymore, will Teespring print just one shirt? No. Once that shirt prints, that's it. They get rid of the screen. They don't make any more of them unless you rerun the campaign. Okay. But when you rerun a campaign, it reruns on a new page. There is a link from the old page to the new page, but it's not very good. Okay. It's not going to drive a lot of sales your way. Okay. So I'm telling you guys, this is one of the most important advanced tactics that you should do. You can redirect your Teespring link. Okay. I'm going to show you how to use recycling. Okay. So what you want to do is use a link cloaker or redirector instead of your teespring.com link. Okay. So you create a redirect link and set it so that it forwards people to your offer page. So if my Teespring offer is teespring.com/t-shirt, all right, my redirect could be tannerlarson.com/t-shirt. And when they click tannerlarson.com/t-shirt, I have the system set to send them to the Teespring page where they can buy the shirt, right? Now, when your campaign is over, you can change the forwarding URL to some other page that you control. So while the campaign is live, they click on tannerlarson.com/t-shirt, it takes them to the t-shirt page, okay? But once the campaign is over, I can send them somewhere else. I can change that redirect and say, hey, don't send them to this page anymore. Send them to my new t-shirt, or send them to my squeeze page, or send them to this product or this page or whatever. So now the link has changed. Now when someone clicks that link after the campaign is over, it takes them to wherever you are forwarding that new link to. Okay? Is this making sense, guys? Here's an example. So if my offer is teespring.com/AK shirt, my redirect could be gunlovers.com/shirt. While the campaign is live, the redirect goes to the Teespring offer page. Okay? When the campaign ends, you switch the redirect link to go somewhere else. Okay? There are 4 main options. You could send them to a squeeze page and build an email list off of this redirected traffic. You could send them to an affiliate product that may be related to your niche, or maybe a shirt somewhere else that they could buy. You could send them to your newest campaign, okay? Or you could send them to your website if you want to just get more traffic to your website. Okay, Scott, Teespring makes the shirts. Teespring is the one that prints the shirts. All right. This allows you to continue to benefit from all the past shirts. Okay? You guys see the power of this? Do you guys understand this, or are you still confused? Because this is one of the most important advanced tactics that you can use. Fabulous, brilliant, awesome. Yes, this is killer. Okay. Great. And you don't have to use any fancy, you don't have to buy a link redirect or anything. There is a plugin for WordPress called Pretty Links. Okay? You install it on your WordPress blog, and it says, what link do you want to be sent to? And you put that link in there. And then you say, what do you want your link named? And you put the name of the link in there. You click Save, and it creates the redirect link for you. Okay? And then you just use that link in your promotions. The next thing you can do is, when you need to change the link, you go back there, you click Edit Link, and you change where that link goes. And you just paste in a new link and click Save again. Automatically, it redirects everybody to whatever page you switch it to. Okay? So let me give you a real quick example of what you could do with this. Okay? Just one little example to get you excited. So let's say this campaign was over. Okay, let me type in the name real quick. pretty. Okay, I put it in the chat for you guys. Okay, so let's say this campaign had ended, okay? Or it's going to end. So what I would do is I would set up a redirect so that while the campaign is live, I send people to this page, right? But after the campaign is over, I change the redirect and someone, so like let's say a week later, this campaign is over and somebody clicks the ad, okay? Instead of them going here and seeing a shirt that they can't buy, I send them to a page like this. This is ugly, but it does work, and you can make it a lot prettier. I just didn't make mine prettier. It says sold out. The limited edition t-shirt you were looking for has sold out and is no longer for sale. However, to be notified when we print this shirt again, as well as find out about our other limited edition shirts, enter your email address below and we'll keep you in the loop. Boom, they enter their email address and you add them to your list, okay, where you can market to them whatever you want, more shirts, whatever. Okay, and then on top of that, you could still build the email list and then the redirect off of your opt-in where you send them after they click the button, you could send them to your next shirt or to your website or to another offer or to whatever you want to send them to, okay? Did that just click for a whole lot more people? Yeah, that's cool, right? Exactly. People are just like, now they're getting it. It's all clicking. Awesome. Yep. Okay. Back to the presentation. More good stuff to show you. Let's keep going. So, on-the-fly goal changes, the next advanced tactic. Protect your profits. Okay? Teespring allows you to change your goals as needed during your campaign. Okay? So, you can lower your goal to ensure that your shirts get printed. So if you're running your campaign and your goal is 100 but you've only sold 50, you could email Teespring and say, hey, will you please lower my goal to this number so that my shirts will get printed. Okay? Or if your shirts are good, if you're let's say your goal is 50 and on day 2 you're already at 40, you could say, hey Teespring, please raise my goal to this because we're going to sell a ton more shirts. Okay? Increasing the goal on your shirts when you have a campaign that's doing really, really well can increase your profits by as much as $1.50 per shirt. Okay? Big time increases. Yes, you can do that, Steve. Okay? So, and all you have to do it is just the typical email thing. Yeah, you send them an email at support and say, hey, here's my campaign name. I need my goal changed from this number to this number. You need to give them at least 24 hours notice on goal changes. So if your campaign is going to end in less than 24 hours, you better call them, okay? If you need this to happen fast, call them up on the phone and ask them to do it. And yes, when you lower your goal, guys, it does increase your cost per shirt, okay? It does increase your cost per shirt because you're printing less shirts, so your cost goes up. When you increase your goal, it decreases your cost per shirt. So the sales price stays the same, but your profit margin increases. That's where that extra $1.50 per shirt can come from. Now, it won't always be $1.50, but it can be as much as that. But even if it's $1, you know, let's say you sell 70 shirts, okay? You were originally going to sell 40, all right? And you wound up selling 70, and you were able to increase your goal to 70. Well, guess what? You made an additional $70 in profit on that campaign with no extra work. Okay, that starts to add up, especially when you start making a lot more money and sell a lot more shirts, right? And you can do it. Anybody can do this, guys. No joke. It's so simple. I taught this to my coaching students, and within days they were making money. Okay, never having used the system before. I taught this last time after I taught the training. Okay, within 3 days, people were already making money and leaving me testimonials. Okay, you already saw that. Okay, so you can change your goal on the fly. Okay, goal wrangling. Okay, This is where you take matters into your own hands. Your profits hinge 100% on your campaign's goals, right? Okay? What happens in your campaigns? If you don't set your goal, you don't get any money. So you need to make sure you hit your goals, right? So, problems with some goals. What are some problems with goals? First of all, if your goal is too big, it can scare people away if it's empty or if you're far from the goal. So you've sold 1 shirt or 5 shirts, but your goal is 100. People go, I'm not so sure it's going to sell, right? Now, if you're even 1 sale away from your goal and your campaign ends without adjusting your goal, you don't get paid. Would that not piss you off? You're going to sell 50 shirts, but you only sell 49, and now you don't get the $300 or $400 of profit that you should have gotten? That pissed me off. So, to eliminate that, you can do it. Give your goal some help, okay? You can jumpstart your campaign by buying the first shirt, all right? And you're like, oh man, I don't want to spend 16 bucks. You're not, because you're only paying what the shirt costs. So if your shirt costs $8 and you're paying 16 and your profit is $8.95, then you're only paying what the shirt costs and a little bit of the shipping, right? So you maybe actually only lose $3 or $4, but you're getting a t-shirt out of the deal too. So you're really not losing because it's a shirt you can wear, right? On top of that, it gets it's basically old world terminology for this would be considered priming the pump. So with the old water pumps, right, you had to pour water into them first before you could start pumping to get the pump going. Right? This, you prime the pump. Nobody wants to be the first to buy something. They want social proof that other people are buying it. So prime the pump and buy your own shirt. Now, I have not done that on this campaign that I just set up to show you guys because I've been on here with you. I haven't been able to buy it, but obviously it's already started to sell. But it's a great way to do that. Now, the other thing is to ensure that you get paid by buying the last 1 or 2 shirts needed to ensure you get paid, okay? So for example, let's say you were going to sell 50 shirts, okay? And you had sold 48. And if you had lowered your goal, if you lower your goal to 48, let's just say, I'm using guesstimated numbers here. Let's say that by lowering your goal from 50 to 48, you would lose 20 cents of profit per shirt, okay? Or 30 cents of profit per shirt, something like that. If you add that up, that's a pretty good chunk of money, okay? More than, more than the cost of 1 shirt, right? So if you can simply buy the remaining shirt and still hit your original goal, you will make a lot more money, okay, than if you lower the goal to do it. No, Teespring does not care if you buy your own shirts. You can buy as many shirts as you want of your own. They don't care at all. Kieran says, so many aha moments. Awesome. I'm glad you're on here, dude. It's good to see you. Okay, so this is goal wrangling. Super, 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 super easy to do. We currently have 238 people still on the webinar. 3 hours and 13 minutes in. Okay, we are still going. Ready for the next one? Who's ready for the next tactic? Chat is blowing up. Cool. Okay, advanced images, the next frontier. Okay, you can increase your sales with better images. Obviously, pictures are worth 1,000 words, right? T-shirts are visual sales. So what you can do is increase your sales by making some great images. David, don't worry. You missed the first 2 hours. That's cool. You're going to get the replay. You're going to get all the replay, all the downloads. Don't stress. Okay, so let's look at these examples. Here's an AK-47 shirt. On the shirt image, I posted a picture of the other examples and other shirts they can buy, and I said, hey, also available. And then below it says teespring.com/AK47 shirt. All right, it's pretty cool. So not only every time this image gets posted or shared all over Facebook, they're going to see the main shirt, they're going to see the other options they can buy, and they're going to see the link of where to get it. So if they don't have the link or if they want to type it in themselves or whatever, that's going to be there. Another option is to simply just take the shirt, like the blue one, and just paste your examples over. Guys, can you hear me? I'm sorry, Get Response keeps dropping audio. Okay, but I'm stopping the recording when that happens, so don't worry about it. Okay, so on this example, the blue shirt, okay, look at it. The blue and the black shirt are exactly the same, just different colors. But look at the options, okay? On the black shirt, there's a blue option, all right? On the blue shirt, I replace the blue shirt option with a black option. So every time I make one of these images for each one of the colors of shirts that I have. So if this was a brown shirt, then I would have the brown shirt not show in the options, okay? That way, I can post different colors of the same shirt to mix up the posting that I'm doing, so I'm not always posting the same image, okay? Now, what does that do? That refreshes people's eyes. People look at it differently. It attracts different demographics because some people are drawn to other colors more than others, but it still shows people all the options, okay? And it's really easy to do. You just basically take a screenshot and you drag the other image on top of the other one, and boom, you're good to go, okay? This shirt, Sleeps with Dogs. This shirt sold over 600 some odd shirts in 7 days, okay? 2 hours left. Would you wear this tee like this? Comment yes or no. So basically they're asking for user interaction to get people to share this shirt, right? And they're saying 2 hours left. They're building scarcity into their image, not even counting the post. Javier, ask me that question in a couple minutes, and yes, I'll answer it. Okay? This shirt, look at how simple that is. It's a keyboard shirt. It says HJKL. All right? I'm not a keyboard geek, but that means something to keyboard geeks. This shirt sold over 1,700 copies. Okay? But his goal was only 20 shirts. Okay? They didn't know to change it. They sold 1,700 shirts, and their price per shirt was based on a goal of 20. Can you say painful? Imagine, think about all the money they lost. Thousands of dollars. Okay? Thousands upon thousands of dollars. They didn't know what they were doing. It happens. Okay, now another way you can just take a advanced shirt is you can do a simple red banding around the shirt. Okay? This is an easy way to attract eyes. Banding an image, the same way you band an image in an ad, it draws people's eyes because red attracts the eye, okay? But you could band it in different colors, but these are 4 separate ways. Why didn't they increase the goal? Because they were idiots. I don't know. They didn't know. They didn't know they could increase the goal, right? So, do what you can to make your images more creative, make them more visible and viable. The simplest thing to do is if you have options, just create the options images like I'm showing you here. And you could also throw a red band around them if you wanted to, okay? Does not have to be complicated, but it will increase your sales, okay? Prolonging your profits. Somebody asked this question earlier, and it's time to answer it. Keep sales coming in longer. Again, something nobody knows they can do. If you have a campaign that is selling well, you may wind up losing out on additional sales and profit when your campaign ends. So, let's say you're running a 7-day campaign. At the end of 7 days, your shirt's selling really, really well. Why would you want to stop it? Let it keep going and make even more sales, okay? The longest traditional campaign you can run at the beginning is 21 days. When you create your campaign, the longest option you can choose is 21, okay? However, Teespring now allows you to increase the duration of your live campaign to allow more time for more sales. Deborah, you've asked me the same question like 20 times. I promise you I will answer it. It's just not the right place to answer it right now. Promise I'll get to it. Okay, what does this mean? You can extend the campaign and make more money. So you could say, email Teespring and say, hey, guys, this is selling well. Let's let it keep running. Okay, and then you can tell them, hey, run it for an additional 4 or 5 days. Okay, now here's the deal though, guys. When you do a prolonged profits campaign, it does prolong the campaign, meaning that until you end the campaign, no t-shirts will print. Okay, no t-shirts will get printed until the campaign ends. So by extending the campaign, you delay the amount of time before the t-shirt is printed, packaged, and shipped. Okay, Teespring will notify your customers of the change. That's okay. They'll take care of it. They'll email them and tell them, say, hey, your shirt will now print, in so many days and ship in so many days. No big deal. Okay, now how do you best market this? Well, if you're running a paid ad, just keep running the paid ad for longer. If you're putting it on your Facebook page, say, hey guys, due to popular demand, this was going to end today, but we've got it. We talked them into letting us extend it for a few more days so that if you missed out, you could still jump on this. Send out another email to the same effect. Say the same thing. You guys, people loved it. People were upset they were going to miss out on it. So we're extending it for a few more days. The optimal duration for a traditional campaign, for your normal campaigns, 7 days, 1 week long. The reason for that, guys, why do a 7-day campaign versus a 3-day or a 4-day? Okay, there is a thing called banner blindness, okay? And it's not just apply to banners. When you see something over and over and over and over and over again, you eventually stop seeing it, even though it's still right there in front of you, okay? You just kind of gloss over and you ignore it, all right? The typical duration of when banner blindness kicks in, all right, when it kicks in is 7 days, okay? So when you are promoting a 7-day campaign, about the time that they're getting tired of seeing you promote that shirt, the campaign ends and you can launch your next shirt, okay? So every 7 days you're promoting a new t-shirt. Your buyers don't get pissed off because it's different. Your buyers don't get banner blind because it's ending before they get tired of it. So 7 days is the magic number, okay? You can feel free to test with it, but that is the magic number, okay? Can you end a campaign early and then launch it again later? Yes, you can absolutely. There's a button inside of your campaign where you can just click to end the campaign at any time you want. Okay, that's how you prolong your profits. Only do it when a campaign is selling like crazy. But if it's selling like crazy, you might as well prolong it by at least a few days and soak up a few more $100 or more in profits, right? Absolutely. Okay, this is the newest and one of the most awesome tricks that I have found, and I have just started using this in the last 2 weeks to boost scarcity and make my profits go through the roof, okay? Maximum scarcity, trigger the fear of loss response, and get the sale. Okay, Teespring uses scarcity. It's okay. Their built-in scarcity, which is their campaign duration, so many days, that's their built-in scarcity. You do what you can on your page to emphasize that scarcity, but it's not emphasized enough to really boost conversions. Okay, straight up marketing knowledge. It is a proven fact that real live scarcity will increase your conversions. The rough numbers across a wide range of tests and studies in different industries and niches is at least 7%. Okay, I don't know exactly what it does to Teespring, but it makes it a big difference. So even if it's only 7%, that's still big. So anything you can do to boost scarcity will directly impact your profits in a good way. Okay? More scarcity, more profits. Okay? Adding a live countdown timer to your Teespring offer page can and will create intense and unmissable scarcity and can skyrocket your conversions. Okay? How do you do it? All right, and I'm going to show you a live example of how to do this with the campaign I just launched. Okay? How do you do it? You use a third-party countdown timer to overlay a countdown on your offer page. Okay? This is new stuff. There is honestly, there's some advanced technology out there that if you know how to program and code, you can do it yourself. However, there is only one tool on the marketplace that does this. That tool is tannerlarson.com/timerlay. It's not my tool, guys. I wish it was. It's not my tool. It's my buddy Dr. Ben's tool, and it is probably the coolest tool I've bought in years. Here's the link. Okay, Countdown Scarcity Timer is in the chat box. You guys can check it out. No, it's not a free tool, guys. Sorry, it's a very high-level, awesome tool, but no, it's not free. Okay, I don't control that. But it's awesome. Okay, so let me show you how to use it. Okay, let's do a demo, and there's a picture of Dr. Ben with his hide my face beard, right? Okay, so how do we do this? Okay, so here's the cool thing. So first thing we need to do is grab our Teespring URL. Okay, first thing we do is we make our campaign go live, right? Okay, we make our campaign go live, we create it, and let's refresh and see how many we've sold. We've sold 4 shirts so far. 4 shirts since we started, right? With 1 post. Okay? All right. Then we're going to go to TimerLay. And we're going to create a new timer. This is the dashboard inside of TimerLay. We're going to create a new timer. Okay, so this timer is going to be Shove It Pro Gun Shirt. Okay? The link I want for this, so it's going to be timerlay.com / the link that I want. Okay? So in this case, I'm just going to put Shove It. Shove It shirt. Okay? All right, then the destination URL, all right, this is where you want the link to go. So in this case, we want it to go to this page, right? Follow along, guys, this is important. So we put the link in here, teespring.com / shove gun control. Actually, let's call it the same thing, shove gun control, okay? Then the ended URL. What page do you want to send the user to when your timer expires? So the timer is going to expire when the 7-day Teespring campaign ends at the same time, right? So where am I going to send them? Well, I can send them wherever I want, or I could send them nowhere. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them to my sold out page, right? So at the end of the campaign, when the timer expires, they will automatically be redirected to my sold out page, and I have a chance to build my list, right? Timer banner click, I don't put anything here. You don't need anything here for this type of an offer, okay? Show timer on page, yes, okay? Then we click next. Timer type is going to be specific date, okay? So the end date for this campaign is going to be next Tuesday at let's see, okay. Next Tuesday at 8:20, okay? 8:20 p.m. and then I need to set my time zone to I can type it, forgot. Okay, Eastern time. Okay, so you set your time zone. Okay, yes, this is basically a redirect type link that does some extra really cool stuff. I'll explain all that in a second, Elena. All right, so we've figured out the time. All right, next. Now we're going to create this. Now, actually, I have the time wrong. 20 hours, 36 minutes, and it is going to be, okay, it's close enough for now. All right, so you set that up. Now you can change the color, whatever you want it to be. All right, so we can make it white, we could make it this, blue. Now we can look at Teespring and see, okay, it's kind of like this. So let's say we want to make it blue. Nope, I like black. We're going to do the black. Okay, so there's my countdown. Now I can adjust all this kind of stuff. I can put it at the top of the page, the bottom of the page. I can flip it. I can change the way the timer looks or whatever. I can change what shows up, whether it's days, hours, numbers, things like that. But I'm not going to. But down here, I'm going to add a text box. All right, so I'm going to add some text that says bold, make it red. Okay, so I'm going to put some text up here that says, when the countdown reaches 0, this shirt is gone forever. Okay, you can put whatever you want in here. Okay, now I'm going to save it. And I'm going to save this. Success, your timer has been created. Okay, I'm going to go back to my timers, and I'm going to grab it. Okay, so now I've created the timer. Now let's click on the link. Okay, so I'm going to put the link in my bar. I'm going to go to my page. Look at this. Check this out. There is my offer page with a countdown timer on the bottom that will end the same time as my offer ends. Okay? Here, guys, I'll put it in the chat box for you to use. Okay? All right, guys, how cool is that? All right, this will work on any page. Okay, you can use the countdown for anything. Yeah, so now we have scarcity up here, we have scarcity here, and we have in-your-face countdown, which goes, oh crap, I only got a few days or a few hours or whatever left. Okay, now again, well, they can scroll, guys. Is it covering something? Yes, but they can still scroll down the page. Okay, they can still use the page. It's just overlaid on the page. It's totally okay with Teespring to do this. It doesn't violate any terms of service or do anything wrong, but it works very, very well. Okay, so yes, there are other timer tools out there, but they only work on your own web page. Yeah, WordPress Redirect does this, but it only works on your page. Okay, on your blog. All right, it doesn't do it. Is it a per campaign cost? No, it's a one-time cost, and you can create as many timers as you want. Okay, again, guys, it's not my tool. I'm just recommending it to you because it works. It makes me a lot more money, and you can use it in practically everything. Can the timer be made smaller? Absolutely. You can adjust the size of the timer, how much, if the days, hours, minutes show up, or whatever. You can adjust all of it inside the admin panel and choose the colors to fit your stuff, put any text you want, put as many text, you can have another text box on the other side if you want, okay? Anything you want. Now, okay guys, so you've already done a redirect here, right? So you already have a new link that you can do. But what I would do, and what I do is I take this link and then I use my pretty links redirect, and I create a pretty link redirect to this link. Okay, so it would be tannerlarson.com/shove gun control that would send them to this timerlay link, which takes them to Teespring. Okay, let me tell you something, guys. This has increased my ROI, my return on investment on the campaigns that I've used it on, which I've only been using it for 2 weeks, but I've used it across several different campaigns, all right, has increased by 50 to 100% or more. Okay, huge, huge ROI. Deborah says, this is the longest webinar in history. I'm sorry, Deborah. Ah, bummer. Too bad it's full of awesome content, right? Biggie, no, unfortunately I can't. It's already been discounted before. Okay, guys, so can you guys see how if you combine your basic stuff with several of the advanced tactics, you can create an almost irresistible sales presentation, okay, a sales offer that's going to make you money, okay? If you do what I show you here, if you use these tools, if you use these strategies, you will make money, okay? The thing is, you just have to do it, okay? And the bigger your audience goes, the more people, the more campaigns you do, the more money you will make, okay? All right, back to our presentation, okay? So that's the demo. All right, so, whew, brain dump complete, all right? I just showed you, basically I gave you a master's in business course for this, okay? I just dumped my brain. I gave you everything you need to make money with Facebook, okay? Make money with email marketing, make money with Teespring, and increase your profits exponentially across the board. However, I have one more really cool thing for you just because I'm awesome like that, okay? You guys want to see what it is? Anybody interested? Anybody excited to see what else I could possibly give you guys? And guess what? It doesn't cost a penny. Okay, everybody's blown up. Give me. Okay, this is a very, very long webinar. I understand that. Even though I'm going to give you the replay and then break it up into video segments, it's still a lot of material, okay? So what I am going to do for you is I am going to give you the crash course study guide. I am having it created. It is a detailed, printable PDF that completely breaks down this entire training into step-by-step detail with actionable content that references the specific videos and where it was in the training if you need to jump back to it, okay? It completely breaks down the training in order, step-by-step instructions, complete process breakdowns, accompanying screenshots and relevant images, links to the correct videos, and it's professionally laid out and formatted for quick reference, okay? I have just decided to do this today because I know how much material there is, and I know that having it to PDF to reference is like the most awesome thing, okay? Now, this is my gift to you as a thank you for participating in this workshop. Now, however, there is a note, there is a caveat, there is a catch. It's not a bad catch, though. This study guide is being custom made based on tonight's training, okay? Since tonight's training isn't over yet, obviously we can't start on the study guide. I have my team that's going to create the study guide. They do it all the time for me, but it takes some time, okay? It will take a few days to get produced. That's just part of the game, guys. However, the second it is ready, I will email it out to you ASAP, okay? I'm guessing it'll take about a week. That's about the average it takes for something that is as detailed as this to put together screenshots and all kinds of stuff. Valerie says, after this course is created, you should raise the price. Although I'm not complaining, you totally over-delivered. Bravo. Thank you, Valerie. I appreciate that sentiment. Thank you very much. So guys, is this fair of me to say, hey, you're going to have to wait a few days to get this study guide? Because it takes some time. Totally fair, more than fair. Of course, agreed. Good presentation for the money. Very fair. Okay, cool. Awesome. So, guys, you have that to look forward to. I will send it out as soon as possible. Joe says it's not fair, but it's reasonable. Sorry, Joe. Can't work miracles any more than I already have. Okay, so thank you very much. I really appreciate you taking the time to stick with me. Feel free to ask any questions that you have. I'm going to stay on here and answer as many questions as I possibly can before my voice gives out and before you guys give up on me, okay? So if you want to check out more from me, check out my website, tannerlarson.com, or my Facebook page, facebook.com/marketingwithtanner. I post all kinds of tips, tricks, things like that on there.